Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets are now winners of 3 straight games after beating the Florida Panthers 4-2 last night. The CBJ will be right back at it tomorrow against the Utah Mammoth at Nationwide Arena. Face-off is expected at 7 o'clock. The Ohio State women were victorious in the Big Ten tourney yesterday, defeating the Indiana Hoosiers 83-59. They'll move on to the quarterfinal where they will play Minnesota this afternoon. Tip-off is around 2:30 over on the Fan 2. And tomorrow is senior night for Bruce Thornton and the Ohio State men's team. They'll play against Indiana in a key matchup for both teams' NCAA tournament chances. Coverage begins at 4:30 right here on the Fan. This update is sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy, what is today? Oh, yeah, it's Friday. That's right, Tyvis.
You've
it's
made
Friday.
it.
I know. Yeah, we all made it. Good morning, go to hell. Tyvis, how are you?
You know, I had an epiphany last night. Yesterday, I went, obviously I did the show, went to Cleveland, got back. When dinner time came around, I was supposed to cook, but my wife never went and got the penne noodles. I was going to make my Cajun pasta.
Yeah.
But we didn't have the penne noodles, and my wife was supposed to get them, but she totally forgot to go get them. So
Penne?
Yes.
Penne?
Penne.
Penne? How are we saying this? I don't know how to say it.
Me neither.
We're talking about the...
You know what I'm talking about.
We're talking about the tubular
Correct.
noodle
Yes.
that's a little diagonal on the end.
Is it not penne?
Penne? Penne Sewell, my guy.
All I know is that Tyvis is calling out his pregnant wife as lazy.
How dare she?
How dare she forget?
Yeah.
What's wrong with her?
I mean, I don't know.
She went to go get her nails done. And
Wow,
I
man.
think she could have got the noodles.
hope she's
In our very
saying.
progressive household,
I'm
Tyvis,
just
I
saying.
do the shopping too. I don't think it's just my wife's duty to go to the store and buy stuff.
I was in Cleveland.
Wow.
Bear my children and buy my noodles, woman.
Where they have no penne, apparently. Can't get penne in Cleveland. We got to be right by Tyvis's house at the one grocery store in town that has penne.
It's convenient.
You could have stopped. You were in Cleveland. You could have yesterday, I drove all over
You
Creation.
think I must go? I'm going to get off 71 to go to the...
No,
what
God
sense does that
forbid.
make?
You know, you pull off, you go get the penne, which is dried pasta. It can store for months, and you put it in your
Years
car,
even.
and you drive it home.
Y'all burying the lead.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Use Uber Eats to get it delivered
But
to
I
the
would call it-
Cleveland Sports
I would
Show.
call it penne. You're calling it penne. Either way,
Whatever.
let's call it peen. How about that? It's not pronounced that way, but I'm going to say yes. You're getting your peen pasta. Go ahead.
Anyways, the problem is so my recipe, my dinner just got thrown out. Like we had to just pivot.
Couldn't eat the pen.
Yeah, and then I had to do teacher conference for my youngest kid. My youngest daughter.
Those are always fun.
Yeah, but it was virtual, so like
Oh, we don't get that option.
yeah.
Me neither.
We go in person.
Yeah.
We got
Well,
it.
And they're always 45 minutes behind.
Well, y'all need to move to Olentangy.
Okay, I will.
Anyways,
Donate some money to me.
so I had that was at 5:10. And then I had to do the thing with G. Bush where we break down wide receivers at 6.
Garrett Bush, you're still breaking down wide receivers?
Yeah. So
How many of these are we doing?
Well, we were supposed to be on the championship round between Cardinal Tate and Jordan Tyson.
I see. It was
but
okay.
we wanted to do all the players that we may have missed.
I see.
So we picked 10 receivers that wasn't on the initial bracket.
Okay.
To see if we should have put them on the bracket.
These are guys that the Browns might draft a receiver.
Correct.
Wow. That is in depth.
It was actually a really good exercise.
I bet it was.
That guy, Bodie's boy, Malachi Fields.
Yeah?
He a beast. Now, I know he dropped 4.6, but...
Notre Dame dude?
Yeah, his tape
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. All right.
He's nice. And then the dude from Ole Miss, I think he ran 4.36. He's nice, too. Anyways.
It's good that everyone on this show has ADD. Like, I think that's the best thing that could have happened is put three of us together who can never stay on topic. Anyway, so your wife's...
I gotta get it all in.
What's happening with the penne?
Let's bring it on back. Let's bring it on back.
Get back to the peen pasta, please. What's going on?
So, due to the fact that I had all that going on, I couldn't run out and get the noodles. So, my wife's like, well, I'll just grab something to eat from somewhere. So, she picked Sonic. Now,
love Sonic.
See, and I thought I did too, but I haven't had Sonic in like a couple of years, and there's a reason.
Stained? It's been a while?
It's been a while.
Yeah, okay.
There's a reason, because every time I get Sonic, it's not good.
What do you mean?
It's not good.
I've never had that experience.
Maybe it's the one in Polaris. I don't know.
That's the one that I go to the most, and I have a good time every time.
I get something from there, it's just not good.
What did you get this time?
What did you order? I got a chicken sandwich, a crispy chicken sandwich, and it was like overcooked.
Okay. Problem number one is you're not getting a burger at Sonic.
Right. I say all this to say I'm done. I'm done with it.
You're done with Sonic.
Yeah. Now they want to. I go for the chocolate Oreo shake because that's fire.
It is.
Outside of that, I just want to shake.
Tyvis, you're going to America's Drive-In and you're not getting a burger? Like, that's what they do. That's what they're famous for. The chicken stuff is all like extra. It's for people who are like, I don't like burgers. I don't do red meat. And it's like, fine, here's something else for you. But you do eat a burger, right? You're not opposed.
Yeah,
if you don't like a burger, I get that. That's fine.
I want a burger. I'm gonna go to Culver's.
They do a fine burger. I love a Culver's burger. That's if you want to pay $800 for a burger. Yes, that's exactly right.
Also, part of the Sonic experience is eating it in the car.
Yeah. You
getting it brought home to you, not fresh.
That's probably it too.
That ruins the experience.
Probably here trying to make no excuses for them.
I'm not making excuses on the chicken sandwich because I can't speak to that.
The sandwich was good. It was mid.
The burgers are good. That's because you didn't get a burger at Sonic. That's your fault. I blame you.
They've been advertising their smash burgers hard.
Yeah,
and then you got to get tater tots with it.
Tater tots are,
and then you get some type of ice cream. That's what you do at Sonic.
Well,
you don't get a chicken sandwich.
Well, you said he got the Oreo shake, right?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah, you just did Sonic wrong.
My beverage was a water with a pink lemonade Crystal Light packet in it.
Hey, I mean, I do a Crystal Light packet too, so I get it. That's fine. But you did everything else wrong there, is what I'm trying to say. Wow. That was all bad.
So y'all saying I should give it another shot?
Yes, because that's what we do in life, Tyvis. When we mess up, we don't just give up and walk away.
Yes, we
get back on the horse and we start over.
Sometimes you just got to accept things for what it is.
When the Seahawks cut you once, did you give up?
No.
Yes.
Did the Seahawks release you twice?
You get so much.
Tyvis, sometimes goodbye is a second chance. Shine down. I'm just saying, you gotta get back to Sonic. You gotta give them another chance, but get the thing they're known for. Get the burger.
Who knows Sonic for its burgers?
Everybody. That's what's on the. What? Who knows Pizza Hut for their pizza? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard you
go
say.
to McDonald's and get their fries? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, like these things they're known for.
I thought Sonic was known for the ice cream, the shake.
It's
one
the
of the
burger.
things. Yeah.
It's the burger. Then I will say the starch. Because I won't necessarily even say the fries. Because like you said, you can get the tater tots, you can get the onion rings, but it's one of those, and then you get your drink. They're known for limeade.
What type of burger place don't sell good chicken sandwich? It go hand in hand. It's hand in hand.
Chicken places.
Burger King. Get a chicken sandwich.
I do.
It's pretty good.
The Burger King original chicken sandwich.
It's pretty good.
The one that's like the pressed together meat that's like completely chewed up by a machine. I don't care. That one is my favorite. I don't need.
They used to have a chicken burger. I don't know if you remember that.
All y'all doing is proving my point.
All y'all are doing are making me hungry. So now I want all of this food. But you know what? Sonic, the only way to redeem yourselves is, I think, to just bring us some food. And so we can make sure that Tyvis understands that the burgers are fire.
Breakfast, Tyvis?
Oh, my God.
Well worth.
Somebody
God.
at Watch Me Shine says, get the breakfast burrito.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all good.
Is it better than Chick-fil-A's?
Maybe, yes.
They put their sandwiches on toast.
They got more options, more variety.
It's great.
Bigger menu.
I'm mad at you. That's what I'm mad at for you.
You know, you mad at me because I'm mad at them?
Listen, because you got the wrong thing and now you're judging them. Forgetting, like, again, it's like,
Isn't everybody, aren't we all judged at some point?
it's like going to Raising Cane's and being like, I ate a straw wrapper off the floor. It wasn't as good.
that's
They're
nice.
missing now. And it's like, yes, but you should have gone there for chicken tenders. That's what they do.
It's like going to Cane's and getting the honey mustard,
As
which
penance,
is pretty good.
as
actually.
penance today, here's what's going to happen. We're bringing it back. I have in my hand artisan cotton candy. Yesterday, Dylan and I went and ate food at Scott's Miracle Grove Field, home of your Columbus Crew, who are starting off their season tomorrow.
Did you eat a lot?
I had a very good variety of food, but here's the thing. Everybody there was like, oh, man, we wish we could have had Tyvis Eats a Thing.
Yeah, right.
They did.
promise you people were saying,
Don't
where's
am I lying?
Tyvis at?
No, multiple
They didn't
people.
care about us.
What time did y'all go to this?
1:30.
1:30.
Oh, yeah, nah.
You were on your way back from Cleveland.
I was here.
But here's what I said, because I told them, because one of the things they have is they have a match day lemonade cotton candy, artisan cotton candy. And I said, listen, because I had some and it was delicious.
You had that already.
I had it. It was great.
Okay.
And I said, I think this is great. It's just too bad that Tyvis couldn't be here. And they said, don't worry. We have a to-go box for him. And then they handed me this. And when I tell you, all the other media members were like, who the hell do you think you are? You get to take home the food? Everybody else is eating little niblets of it. And I get a big thing of cotton candy. And they said, that's for Tyvis Powell.
What if I guess it right, though?
I'm gonna break some news to you.
No.
Today?
No.
This is WWE today. This is Tyvis Eats a WWE belt is what this is today. The match has been fixed. We already got
Do you know the price it is?
No, there's no price on it. There's not. No, I don't know the price. I'm not going to find out. You're eating cotton candy sometime today. Also, we have Pizza Madness to get to, so we'll do all that. But overnight, if you went to bed last night and you were like, okay, the Jackets are playing Florida, I wonder how that'll go, and then you fell asleep, boy, did you miss a lot. Because not only did they win, but a bunch of other news happened, too. We'll get to all that when we come back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. Yet again, we are noticing some dense fog conditions out there for many of us around the metro this morning. Some of the worst spots are going to be definitely over on the west side, looking at a quarter of a mile visibility out there. So looking at different traffic cams definitely will be a little interesting for your early morning commute from 70 at State Route 42 by London, all the way towards 70 by Hilliard-Rome Road, closer towards that 270 intersection. Of course, use those low beam headlights, leave plenty of space, and just be alert on your Friday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Sex, intimacy, love. These three things are critical to a good relationship, and that's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts, with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days.
Call them today. 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths are us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Update your living spaces with new flooring. Mohawk laminate floors are durable and easy to install, making them perfect for active households. Enjoy the look and feel of wood flooring with Mohawk Inspirations waterproof laminate flooring on sale now through March 8th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you could save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
When we make time to read with kids, children get the message that reading is important and fun. When we read books that have characters of all races, backgrounds, genders, and abilities, students can discover their own voices and learn from the voices of others. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing. As we take part in Read Across America celebrations this week and all year round, please join the OEA in celebrating our nation of diverse readers so we can set up all Ohio students for success.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show, presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Patchy dense fog for us this morning. Otherwise, we'll see skies stay cloudy with lows in the 50s. For this afternoon, we are going to see a partly sunny to mostly sunny day with highs soaring into the mid-70s. Could have a stray shower or thunderstorm, though, as we go into the afternoon. And then for tonight, partly cloudy overnight with lows into the 60s. Could see some breezy winds and chances of showers and storms heading toward daybreak. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Did you see Tyvis, who fired the cannon last night at the Blue Jackets game?
I was stoked.
At the Blue Jackets game, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry
really
fired the cannon at the Jackets game.
He's here for the Arnold.
Yes. This is where you remember story time for non-WWE fans.
Him and what's her name? What's the lady?
I don't know.
Mae Young.
Oh,
they had a kid together.
They had a
hand.
Yes.
Great writing by one Vince McMahon.
And was that a Vince Russo special or was that after? I don't remember. Anyway,
I think that would have been before Russo. But
Mark Henry, legitimately, like, he was a pro wrestler, but also he was in the strongman competitions at the Arnold, and he had the title of World's Strongest Man. Then he went to WWE. And then after that, he was doing his WWE thing. And some of the guys in the strongman community were like, oh, you're just a fake wrestler now. You're not a real competitor. You don't do this stuff for real. You're not the real world's strongest man. Because that's what he called himself.
Yeah.
You meant he was in the Olympics first.
Yeah, he was.
You said strongman first.
Right. But
yeah.
he did have the title of, like, world's strongest man at one point.
As an Olympian.
Yes. And so then he said to Vince McMahon, I got to go shut these dudes up, because they're all talking too much. I want to go take some time off and go train and go do the strongman competition and prove to all these guys they're wrong. And do you know what Vince McMahon said to him?
No.
one of the, coldest lines in the history of sports entertainment.
What'd he say?
Apparently, what he told Mark Henry was, Mark, that's fine, but I got news for you. There's no room in WWE for the world's second strongest man. So if you leave and you go get beat by like a regular person,
You ain't coming back.
you can't come back and be the superstar. And he was like, okay. And he went out and did, I think they call it's the Apollo something or other. It's like this bar where the bar itself is as big around as like an oil can or something. And then it's like got two big, huge steel wheels on it. It weighs over 300, 500 pounds, some crazy number. And no one could get it up. And he did. And like, I don't know if he cleaned it or jerked it or whatever. I don't know the terms. I'm sorry.
He cleaned and jerked it.
I don't know what's the thing when you, Tyvis, what's the thing when you put it up like this?
That's clean and jerk.
And you push it up over your head.
Here, and jerk is putting it over
Yeah,
your
that's what
head.
they have to do with it. And he was like the only guy who did it at the competition, or the first guy in a long time to do it. But he won the strongman competition, and that was in Columbus.
Did he come back to wrestling?
He went back after that. But I'm saying he won that in Columbus at the Arnold.
Okay.
And so there is a local tie, I guess, in that way. And I'm guessing the Arnold is coming up, right?
Yeah, it's this weekend.
This weekend.
Well, see, there you go. Congrats to the Arnold. Sorry I didn't. There's a lot going on this weekend between, you got that, you got Crew home opener, Cruismas, Merry Cruismas Eve to all of you who celebrate, and, of course, Buckeyes with men's basketball, Bruce Thornton.
And the Jackets.
Senior night. Well, yeah, and Jackets, too. I'm just saying, like, you got a lot of events going on this weekend in Columbus. That's the way we like it this time of year with
As
sports.
Mark Henry would say, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's right. I like it. Okay, so last night, I kind of buried the lead here, but this is something that we should obviously celebrate. Jackets won the game. They got it done 4-2 over the Florida Panthers, who suck. Yeah. Good job.
Hold on now.
They suck.
Hold on.
Jackets made them look stupid.
You know what's crazy?
Never mind that they almost tied the game and then got goaltender interference.
I was about to say.
Never mind.
Listen, they went up 3-0, right?
Yeah.
And I swear, I thought about Jean-Luc Grandpierre when that third goal is so important.
Oh,
I went to take a shower. I came back.
Dylan, when he said I went to take a I didn't know where we were going then. No. Don't finish that. Don't finish that, Mr. Auntie from Colorado. No, thank you. I'm good. All right. So you went to take a shower. Go ahead.
Anyways, when I came back, it was 3-2. And I'm looking like, I don't believe this. They scored 2 goals. Of course, this is Jacket fashion. They're going to let them come back in the third period. And when he hit that goal and tied it up 3-3, I stood there in disgust. And then I seen Bones on the bench, like looking down at the screen in the booth.
Yeah, to make sure.
Yeah. And they like challenge it. And I'm like, wait, challenge it. I missed it. So they showed the replay and I'm like, well, he did box Jet out. Like that is goalie interference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally. It was I'm glad we got the call.
When they called it and said it was, I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
So
no kidding.
I was there last night when that goal went in. Nationwide Arena was pretty packed last night. I would say pretty close to a sellout.
Yeah.
When that goal scored, you could hear a pin drop in there. And my initial thought was,
I hate this team.
When they scored that third goal, it was so demoralizing. I was like, the season's over. Fire sale on tomorrow morning.
Dang.
It was that bad.
Okay.
And then when they got overturned, I don't know if I've heard the nationwide arena crowd cheer louder this season.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't
It
blame.
was
I don't,
that big
I don't
of a
blame them.
swing.
It was a huge swing. It was. I mean,
they are currently 1 point out of a final playoff spot.
Well, so they've got that going. By the way, Jet Greaves is 8-0-1 in his last 9. Pretty
Cooking.
good. Yeah, he's doing fine. I think. Shout out to Elvis. It's nice that you're a part of the team, but we got the clear starter. Clear. Let's not screw around with Elvis anymore.
We
Jet's
love all our Latvia Olympians.
Yes,
but
yes,
give
of
it to
course.
Jet Greaves.
That's exactly right.
I was listening to Don talk. He made it seem like if somebody throw the right price out there, Elvis is out of here.
Oh, that's been the case for the last 2 years.
Elvis is out
Said
of
or
here.
unsaid.
He was
That's
talking.
the thing.
He was hyping up goalies. He's like, goalies is a big thing right now. You know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, there are teams looking, that want to, be competitive. And by the way, here's the thing that I keep seeing from everybody who is, watching all the free agency or the free agency stuff, the trade deadline stuff, which by the way ends today at what, 3?
Yes,
trade
correct.
deadline. So everybody's saying it is a seller's market. If you are selling, there's not a lot out there. So because everyone feels like they're still in it.
Correct.
So the price is good if you're selling.
Well, he said it's high, right? Everything is expensive.
Right. That's the point. So then Jackets get the job done. They get the empty netter, although it wasn't like your typical empty netter, like, everybody from Florida was back trying to stop it. And Olivia, I believe, was the one who got it and sealed it up. So they win 4-2. Jackets get the right call made on the ice on that interference. It gets overturned.
I'll tell you what, on that interference, though, if they want to have interfered, Jack Greaves wasn't stopping that puck.
I mean, it was a hell of a shot. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. It was a hell of a shot.
That slat when you go to a knee.
It was a hell of a shot.
It was like, ooh.
Well, you would have thought the trade deadline was 3 a.m. last night, because then I wake up this morning and I see the Jackets have made a move. They picked up forward Connor Garland, Darius's cousin, if you haven't not aware. He's good. Anyway, Connor Garland, he is 29 years old. He is 500-plus games in his NHL career under his belt. He's played with Arizona and this season, the last few seasons with Vancouver. 129 goals, 188 assists in his career. His average works out to about 49 or 50 points per 82, according to Jeff Swoboda, who we will talk to, by the way, in about an hour. Also, he has 26 points this year in 50 games. So 7 goals, 19 assists. He seems to slot in as a second or third line winger for you, which are we aware of any wingers that have maybe been a little underperforming this year for the Jackets who've been rumored to be getting moved, possibly?
Are you referring to Kent Johnson?
I'm not saying it's happening. By the way, last night, nice assist to
Captain Boone
Jeter.
Ivan Provorov.
2 guys who may not be here by the end of the day. I don't know. Like, it's possible that both those guys could be moved, though I would be surprised.
Provorov playing up to his contract that many people thought he shouldn't have got last.
First time this year. But hey, you know what? Good to see. Let's get more of that. Let's get more of that. No, he's fine. But yesterday, yeah, he was like, Zach is out again, and Provorov showed up and played a hell of a game. So that's what you needed from a guy who's paid what he is paid to do. You should be that good night in, night out. He was very solid last night. Obviously was it a goal and 2 assists, I believe, on that?
I believe so,
3-point night for him. So, yeah. All right, so you've added in some offense. Oh, and what did the Jackets give up for that? They gave up
a third-round pick and
is it a third this year?
A
second
third
next year?
this year, second for 28.
Oh, 28. Okay. So didn't touch any of their top prospects, didn't touch one of their better picks. So I'm fine with that move for the Jackets. And by the way, he's not a rental. Connor Garland has a new contract that goes into effect this year that he's already signed. So Don Waddell has said he does not want to pay out for rentals. He wants guys who are going to be here who fit the plan long term. So he apparently thinks Connor Garland is that guy. We will see, but hopefully he can improve on some of his numbers from this year, but should be a solid offensive option for this Blue Jackets team. All right, 2 minutes away. Myles Garrett's speeding ticket could have been much worse. You'll hear why in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and welcome to your Friday. A new flooded road reported into our system from overnight. This time around, it's happening in Delaware County, outside of Powell on 315. It's that southbound direction at Retreat Lane and right before Powell Road, also known as State Route 750. Expect some lane closures out there. We do have traffic cones in place. The road is still open, folks. Just make sure to plan ahead and move around those traffic cones, doing so very safely. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $160 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $160 more. See store for details.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.79% APR 5.82% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
1, 2, 3. Here in the Van is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy.
I'm not sure what that means either.
This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
1 hour from now, Meredith Garfalo will join us in studio. She is going to, 10 TV meteorologist, help us with some of our Pizza Madness picks. You can go to pizzamadness.pizza to cast your votes for the afternoon round of these. We've got our voting done for the first 2 rounds today. Classics versus Pizza House. That's a 5-4 matchup. We've got DeCarlo's versus Hound Dogs. Again, these are all tough matchups because these are all good places. I like how you're putting the pizza places to song. These are in the sausage region. Harvest Pizza, 6 seed, taking on Flyers, a 3 seed. Tommy's, 1 seed, taking on Planks, both Columbus institutions. They're a 9 seed.
Is Tommy's going to win this again?
I don't know. We'll find out. See what happens. Pineapple region, round 2. This is now, by the way, all these we're doing. This will help us today in the morning show, and then tomorrow or tonight. What? This afternoon, 3 to 6, 3 in the P. Common Man and Timmy will get the other 2 regions done, and by the end of their show, we will have a Sweet 16. And then all the voting will be available for you. You can vote all weekend. You can go try these places.
I have a quick question. Does Flyers have multiple locations?
Multiple. Everywhere. All
including
over.
one in Grove City? Is that the one we're talking about?
I believe they do.
I think I drive past it when I pick up Gianna. So.
Have you never had Flyers?
I have not.
You should go have Flyers.
I think that's what's
Flyers
for dinner.
Flyers is great. I recommend the, I think it's the Old World pepperoni is what they call it. That's the cup and char. You like the cup and char.
I will get it if it moves on. I'm not buying a loser for dinner.
All right. Well, we'll find out. We'll see what they do. Harvest and Flyers going head to head. In the Pineapple region, it's Benny's, the Marysville staple, going against Minelli's, the West Side staple. So, yeah, 2 places I drive past every day. I literally drive right by the Minelli's exit, and obviously I live in Marysville, so I see Benny's all the time too. Brooklyn Pizza, 5 seed, going up against Iacono's, a 4 seed. Eagles Villa Pizza out there in New Albany, they're a 1 seed, going up against Granddad's, the 8 seed. I know you're a big Granddad's guy, right, Tyvis?
Yeah, Granddad's is good.
Tammy's Pizza, an 11 seed, going up against Adriatico's.
Oh, well, that's
3 seed.
Adriatico's, if you went to Old State, it holds a special place.
That's fine.
In your heart.
So we'll reveal some of those winners coming up at 7:30 in that. But Pizza Madness, by the way, presented by Billiards Plus. There's some audio that's been released. You can go check out the whole thing. There's like over 2 minutes of it. I believe TMZ, of course, was the one that got the audio. So we'll play a little bit of it. This is the police officer. This is the body cam footage of the police officer who pulled over Myles Garrett. Now, Myles Garrett was cited for going like 94 miles an hour, whatever it was, in a 70, right? It was on 71, so that's the speed limit. Here is the officer who cited Myles Garrett, letting you know that it could have been a little bit worse for Myles if she had wanted it to be.
All right, sir, here's your license back. This is going to be your citation for your speed, but instead of citing you for the over 100 miles an hour, which would make it a mandatory appearance, I cited you for less. So I cited you for 94 and a 70, so it's not mandatory.
Okay, so if you didn't catch all that, she said, I could have cited you for over 100, which would mean it's a mandatory court appearance, but I'm going to cite you for less, and cited him for the 94 that apparently she also had clocked him at. So, again, I'm not a police officer. That's nice when a police officer does that to make it so that here's your citation. You don't have to show up in court, whatever.
Do you think she gets in trouble for that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying is I don't know.
Now that this got released, like, is her boss going to be like, you cutting deals?
Well,
did he sign some memorabilia?
I want to be very fair. I want to say this. I know in our business, there's stuff that gets like, you see a little snippet of something or you see a little piece of like how we do things in radio. And people are like, oh man, why do they do it this way? Why do they do it that way? And it's like, well, you don't know all the other like industry standard stuff that goes on here. Like, for example, if you listen to a radio station and you're like, wow, they have a lot of commercials, you might think that's a bad thing. That's actually a good thing for the radio station because that's obviously how we're making money. That's how we're able to stay on the air. And that's the type of thing that, while I get that it might be annoying to some people that there's more commercials on a radio station, that is actually, you know, in our business, a good thing. So I'm just saying there's things that if you're not on the outside, if you're on the outside looking in on it, you may not fully understand why certain things are done, but they're done and it's an industry practice or whatever. So I don't know if in like standard state trooper land, if it's like normal to say, hey, I did clock you going this, but I'm going to let you off because this is now the thing I don't understand is usually like if you've never been pulled over in 5 years and they pull you over and say, hey, you were technically over, but I'm going to give you a warning. Don't do it again.
It's the best feeling in the world.
It is a great feeling. But also, that would make sense if you have had no violations for a while and they don't have any record of you having all these like traffic tickets and stuff like that.
But if it says you got 8 of them in the van,
and one of them is you flipped your car and you had, if you're Miles Garrett's record, then that's where I think maybe.
Step out of the car. Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't look good from the outside looking in. It does look like the thing. I mean, we'd all like that to happen to us if that happens, but I'm just saying, I'm guessing the regular person may not get that if they had.
I was going to say 17-year-old me got pulled over. I don't remember what I was going. I was on 70. I think my high school softball team, they had went to regionals at Wright State. So I was coming back home from that, was speeding, got pulled over. I had already gotten a speeding ticket when I was 16.
Wow.
And when you're a minor and you get multiple speeding tickets, they're not really forgiving. They suspend your license immediately.
Yeah.
The cop said, I'm giving you a seatbelt ticket. And at first I was like, why the hell is this bleep giving me a seatbelt ticket?
I feel like it's out to try to fight the guy who's doing a nice thing for him.
And then he explained to me that a seatbelt ticket doesn't go against your record like a speeding ticket will, and they wouldn't suspend my license for a seatbelt ticket versus a speeding ticket. So it's not just Miles Garrett.
You was gonna ride around with suspended license?
I did it the first time I got a speeding ticket as a minor.
You gotta play crazy when they tell you that.
So there are just some nice cops out there, not like the one that broke my LeBron James bobblehead on my desk here in the office.
Okay, all right. Yes.
By the way, LeBron's back. My girlfriend super glued him, and he's back together and on my desk.
Oh, good. Your bobblehead is fixed. See,
yes.
That's nice. See, that's a good partner there.
What is the odds that Miles Garrett got that ticket and went the speed limit the rest of the way?
What if he got pulled over again? Same trip.
You think?
I mean, the guys had what? How do we say 7 of them? 9 of them?
9.
Since 2017? Okay. So I'm going to guess the odds are low that he obeyed the speed limit the rest of the way. But
you believe that?
I mean, I'm going to say it's like maybe a 25% chance he obeyed the speed limit the rest of the way.
I want to know how many speeding tickets he got when he was down in Aggie Land playing his college football for Texas A&M. That probably got swept
if he went to Georgia, he could.
But he flipped, the car that he flipped was a Porsche, right? I don't know what kind.
I would have never got a Porsche again.
That was what he was driving, a green Porsche in this video. It was very clear what he was driving. So, I mean, I don't know. The man has those are fine automobiles. Air cooled. Did you know that, Tyvis?
Still one of those. Miles has been a guy that's he maturity has been a thing.
Yeah,
he still got to figure.
Well, right, and I think that when you hear him talk, clearly, sounds very mature, right? Other than whatever the helmet swinging issue was with Mason Rudolph back with the Steelers game many years ago, allegedly deserved. Based on what we've heard some reports. But either way, outside of those incidents, the thing about the driving is whether or not you look at that and say, I know what I'm doing, leave me alone, I can drive fast, I can handle this car. You're on a road where, for all you know, I've seen this so many times. It's one of the reasons why I try not to speed, or I'm very cautious, even when I'm going 70 miles an hour and I'm just going with the flow of traffic. The amount of times I have seen a random piece of furniture off to the side of the road.
Yeah.
When you're on the freeway.
Yeah.
It didn't
Fell
start
off the
out
back of a truck.
Yeah, but you know what? It didn't start out on the side of the road. it landed probably in the middle of the road. Someone hit it and knocked it over there.
Well, they better not hit it.
Well, I'm saying if you're in like a big truck, maybe it's fine. If you're driving Cardale's, war vehicle that he's got that you're driving today.
Yeah, he honked on me when I was walking in.
Oh, my
late as hell.
God.
Scared the crap out of me.
Dude, honestly, I don't want the apocalypse to ever happen, but I do hope it happens today if it's going to, because we can all ride in Tyvis's car today, which is not his car. It's Cardale's monster truck that's out in the parking lot. But yeah, anyway, just be careful driving out there. Miles Garrett, for your own safety and others, don't do this. Stop speeding. Be careful. All right, I got a story about a college basketball coach and a pimp. Spoiler alert, they're the same guy. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and welcome to your Friday. A new flooded road reported into our system from overnight. This time around, it's happening in Delaware County, outside of Powell on 315. It's that southbound direction at Retreat Lane and right before Powell Road, also known as State Route 750. Expect some lane closures out there. We do have traffic cones in place. The road is still open, folks. Just make sure to plan ahead and move around those traffic cones, doing so very safely. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Remember what sunshine feels like? Windows open, birds chirping, everything looking fresh and new? Spring is closer than you think, and so are those home projects on your to-do list. Maybe winter left its mark, a small leak that's getting bigger, shingles that didn't survive the snowstorms, or siding that's clearly seen better days. Whatever your home is facing, our team of professionals at Newman Roofing are here to help. For more than 34 years, Newman Roofing has been helping homeowners protect what matters most. From your first phone call, you'll notice the difference. Passionate and committed people who care about doing the job right. And with over 1,000 five-star Google reviews, you don't have to take our word for it. If your roof, siding, or gutters need attention, call the family company you can trust, Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof this spring, get a Newman roof.
A system for every home and every budget at Logan AC and Heat Services. Get a free Trane furnace with the purchase of an air conditioner. And don't forget about our 10-year parts and labor warranty available now. Logan Services.
Want to hear a shocking statistic? Medical malpractice is the third leading cause of death in America. Don't believe it? Google it. And that doesn't count serious injuries like birth injuries to perfectly healthy children. All doctors wear white jackets, but it doesn't make them all the same. Most medical errors are committed by the same quacks over and over again. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Many hospitals looking for more profits are forcing doctors and their groups to be employees of the hospital or be forced out of their system. It's a troubling trend in medicine. People make mistakes, but medical mistakes are huge and often forever. If you believe your child suffered a birth injury or a misdiagnosis or mistake led to a loved one's death or injury, let our team of medical malpractice lawyers examine your case for free. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey there, friends. High Bank isn't just award-winning whiskey. They also make the best vodka in America. With 3 Central Ohio locations serving scratch-made food and craft cocktails, High Bank is perfect for date night, game day, or drinks with friends. Learn more at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Looking to level up your backyard or game room? Head to Billiards Plus in Dublin. From premium grills that turn every cookout into a feast to stunning pool tables and shuffleboard tables that bring the fun home. They've got everything you need to play in style. And don't forget their authentic pizza ovens, perfect for crafting restaurant quality pies right in your backyard. Proud presenting sponsor of 97.1 The Fans Pizza Madness. Billiards Plus is where great games and great food come together. Family owned and operated since they opened. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Why does it matter to members that Aetna was named a Best Medicare Advantage Company by U.S. News & World Report? because they chose a plan that gives them real support, real people, and real care. We show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when needed. We show up with access to convenient care options and coverage that fits everyday life. We don't show up for awards. We show up for you. And showing up for you is how healthier happens together.
Join our resident gambling degenerates, Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Sunday mornings at 9.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Big weekend in the city for sports. You've got everything going on from the Jackets coming up again. You've got the Buckeyes, men's basketball team, Bruce Thornton's final game, senior day tomorrow at the Shot.
Senior day, senior night. It's at 5:30.
It's 5:30.
I'm going to say senior night.
Senior night. Senior night. Also, I don't know.
Senior evening tomorrow.
Senior evening. Senior mid-afternoon, whatever you want to call that. But it's Bruce Bobblehead Day is night, mid-afternoon, whatever as well. And he is 12 points away from breaking the all-time scoring record for the school. So you got that going on. The Crew are taking on Chicago tomorrow in their home opener. Cruismas, as it's known. Happy Cruismas Eve. Merry Cruismas Eve to all of you who celebrate. And, of course, the Arnold is going on as well in town.
I can't believe they had Mark Henry light the cannon.
No, that's awesome.
That was...
I thought for a while, like, maybe Tyvis was a big enough star to light the cannon, but now Mark Henry, they got guys like Mark Henry's leveled. Like, no, Tyvis is he's well off the list now. He doesn't have that kind of pull. He's also on 10 TV right now, so I can say this because he's not.
He's actually coming back right now. Stop talking about him.
That's fine. No, I don't want him to know that we were just talking about him. I did see, though, that Dylan, you know who Michael Bublé is,
yes.
Obviously. Tyvis is walking back in. Do you know who Michael Bublé is, Tyvis? As you do your Michael Jackson. God, this is good. Do you know who Michael Bublé is? You can just say,
Michael Bublé was the guy who last year he did something. Was it a hockey Olymp for Nations? He did.
What did he do?
He did something that was out of hand at a hockey game, and I can't remember exactly what it was.
Oh, that was an All-Star game thing.
Yeah, All-Star game.
And he was a little
tipsy.
Booted and zooted and all the above.
He had some stuff.
Isn't this one of the names that Jeff Rimmer likes to drop the most?
Yes. So Michael Bublé is like a legendary singer, very popular, does all the he does Christmas albums. He does, like American Standards, like stuff Frank Sinatra would sing. That's what Michael Bublé sings. He apparently last night posted something. He is a Vancouver Canucks fan. And if you don't know, the Jackets just acquired Connor Garland from the Vancouver Canucks in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2028 NHL draft and a third-round pick in this upcoming NHL draft. Michael Bublé replied to the Canucks official tweet announcing this and said, 26 points, minus 15, I'll take it. Good luck, Connor. Heart emoji. So he is a guy who cares about the Canucks and says he's all right with seeing this guy move on. Michael Bublé may or may not know ball. Or in this case, puck. I'm just saying maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. I hope he doesn't.
He was high on shrooms during the 2024 NHL
That's what
All-Star weekend.
Allegedly.
While he was he admitted to it.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't know if he had his blood test. I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to, say, oh, yeah. Okay, so I said he was zooted. He was up there. He was doing something.
He was on shrooms?
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, it's each their own.
Man.
Hey, listen, what does he want to do? Play quarterback for the Steelers? So that's this guy's deal. I don't understand. All right. I have a story of a college basketball coach who is also a pimp. This comes from Cal State Bakersfield. Their athletic department has had quite the last 8 months or so. Back on August 29th, the men's basketball coach, Rod Barnes, got an email from an anonymous tipster. And it said, basically, the crux of the email was that you have a guy on your staff who is trafficking humans and is a pimp, essentially. Apparently, The anonymous email came in regards to Barnes' temporary assistant coach, Kevin Mays, who Kevin Mays played for Rod Barnes at Cal State Bakersfield. But he also was hired as like a temporary assistant to help out there, had been a part of the, on off the coaching staff for the last few years. Well, turns out he's also now being accused of trafficking, like sex trafficking, in 4 separate states.
Yeah.
Apparently in the email, the tipster identified a woman who Mays allegedly had trafficked for several months. And in the email, they said, fix it or the whole staff will fall. So
they saw that and said, "Oh no, he got to get up out of here."
Well, right,
mess with my money.
So the coach Barnes, the head coach, not the guy who was allegedly pimping, that's Kevin Mays. Rod Barnes forwarded this email to University's Human Resources Office. They forwarded it on to University Police. They conducted an investigation, and that investigation led to criminal charges against Kevin Mays, who is now being held without bail. He has 11 criminal and misdemeanor charges, including felonies such as pimping. He was also charged with possession of automatic firearms, high-capacity magazines, possession of methamphetamines, marijuana with intent to sell. Separate charges, and this is even...
This man had like 3 lives.
Well, his separate charges cited him for possession of more than 600 images of youth or child pornography and distribution of obscene matter involving someone under 18 years old.
They putting him under the jail.
He has pled guilty on all charges. His attorney, David Torres, declined comment.
Not guilty.
Oh, what did I say? Guilty?
Yeah,
yes, sorry. He pled not guilty. To be very clear, he did not cop to this. He pled not guilty. Anyway, the story goes that then, like, this year, like, Rod Barnes, the head coach who forwarded all this on, he was fired. The athletic director was let go. I don't know if it was all because of this, but, like, perhaps maybe the idea is you had this guy on your staff. He's wanted in 4 states now for...
They didn't do a background check on this guy?
I cannot imagine how you wouldn't. It's 2025 when they would have, last year was 2025. Obviously, in this day and age, background checked everyone, even if the guy played for you, even if you think you know him, like, just do the standard operating procedure. And maybe they did. I don't know. But maybe this didn't show up because he wasn't known to be doing it. But apparently this tipster had, like, very good details on what was going on. And when they forwarded this on, this investigation bore it out. But I've never heard of that. The wildest story I can think of in college basketball involving prostitution was the one that involved Rick Pitino at Louisville. Remember that story?
Yeah, that's how he was getting his recruits.
He didn't know.
Yeah.
Remember, he did an interview where, because the residence hall where this was occurring, where allegedly they were bringing, was it, I should be clear, perhaps it wasn't prostitutes. Was it strippers or was it prostitutes?
I think it was strippers.
I may have misspoke there. I think you're right. It was strippers, but they were hired by, he says, an assistant coach. And this was on recruiting visits. The guys would come into the dorms, and then apparently so would the strippers, and then that would be part of the partying that would ensue to lure recruits. This was back before you could just say, like, hey, here's $500,000, here's $1 million, come play for our school. Rick Pitino, denied knowing anything about this, saying the hall where this occurred was a residence hall named Billy Minardi Hall. That was his late brother-in-law, who sadly passed away in 9/11. He was in the 9/11 attacks in one of the buildings. Did not make it out. They named a residence hall after him. And he said, do you think I would let that go on in a hall named after my brother-in-law that's passed away?
Absolutely.
The answer is absolutely we do, Rick, because you are a scumbag. So either way, that was part of the reason why Rick Pitino is no longer at Louisville, but still coaching, as it turns out. Because if you can win games, we don't really care what you do, apparently.
It might be all legal now.
What, hiring strippers?
No.
Oh. I didn't know what we were talking about.
I think he got to go to Vegas for something like that. He got to go to Vegas.
Yeah, you can pay the players all you want. I don't know if you can. Even in NIL, I don't think your contract can include strippers.
I wasn't talking about strippers.
Like, that's what, like rock bands and like musicians, artists, comedians, they have a thing called a rider, which is where you like show up to the venue and it says when they get there, they expect there to be, like soft drinks or certain type of booze, or they want, like peanut M&Ms, but only like the yellow ones or something. They always have like certain stipulations. I don't think even those like rock stars even have it in their thing of like, I expect 3 strippers in my room, like when I show up, for our green room, like That's not something I think even they would put in there. So I don't think you can put that in a recruiting contract is what I'm trying to say.
What I thought about when we brought up the Louisville stripper recruiting story, the complete opposite of Tyvis's Ohio State recruiting story. Who fell asleep early in a dorm.
I did.
Just when you were hanging out a dorm and then you fell asleep and they left you and you just sat there.
Yeah, I was knocked out. That never made it out.
From all your
Tyvis,
listen,
all your drinking that you were doing.
I don't do that going out late. That late night stuff ain't for me. I go to bed.
Yeah, we figured that out. All right. Coming up next, does Michigan hold on every play? Some prominent former Buckeyes say yes. We'll let you hear from them next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing some flooded roads this morning just outside of Powell. We are seeing some on 315 southbound at Retreat Lane and right before 750. So expect some lane closures out there. In Pickaway County, we have flooding on State Route 752 and State Route 104 in both directions. That's by Commercial Point in Asheville. Also, for our friends in Madison County, just south of London, we have flooding on State Route 38 northbound and southbound at Linson Road. It is completely closed out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
2 years ago, Bobby Carpenter completed treatments for knee pain at QC Kinetics. So we're checking in with the former college and pro football player to see how he's doing.
I've been asked a lot, like, how long does this last? How long does it work? I go, I've had mine for a couple years, and everything feels very good. It feels just as good as it did when I started to turn the corner.
Bobby's an active husband, dad, and business owner. That's why 2 years ago, he heard about QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, and he knew he could trust them for his chronic knee pain.
And thankfully, with QC Kinetics, I was able to go through this, and my activities are the same as it was. I'm able to coach my kids in sports. I can play golf. I can go run.
QC Kinetics patients like Bobby don't miss a beat. No surgery or rehab, just freedom from debilitating joint pain. Ready for lasting relief from joint pain? Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. I have some basic expectations at my house. One of which is that when I come in from outside, it feels more comfortable in my house and not feel like the temperature outside. I don't think that's too much to ask. However, if you have old, drafty windows that are letting in some of the air from outside, your house isn't as energy efficient. Your house won't stay the temperature that you're setting it at. You can help address that by getting some new windows from Window Nation. Window Nation has high-quality, energy-efficient products, and with one simple consultation, their experts will visit your home, find your problem areas, and make recommendations. Plus, once you find the windows you want, they can be installed within 1 day. With Window Nation, your house won't just look great, but you'll also have peace of mind because all Window Nation products are backed by a lifetime warranty. Plus, in March, the more you buy, the more you save. Up to 50% off all window styles. And be sure to ask about Window Nation's generous financing options, including $0 down and payments as little as $199 a month. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to windownation.com.
Yo, Harvey, Zoe, group selfie.
Ooh, nice new iPhone 17, Drewski.
Let's do a triangle formation. I'm in front.
With a center stage front camera, everyone fits in the shot.
You got it at T-Mobile.
But switching takes forever.
Not anymore. Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
Focus, people. Nail your pose.
And you get a new iPhone 17 on them.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way, guys. Switch to T-Mobile and get iPhone 17 on us. And right now, we'll pay off your old phone up to $800.
I'm grabbing my phone and switching to T-Mobile right now.
Get back, Harvey. We're taking a... Let's go again, y'all.
With 24 monthly bill credits, finance agreement, 256 gigabytes, $830, eligible trade-in, example iPhone 13, and new qualifying line, $60 plus per month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees. For well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. $800 via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission, no cash access, and card expires in 6 months. Check out in 15 minutes per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bobby, it's bridal sale time.
Our annual spring bridal sale is March 10th through the 21st. Buy one and get one 50% off on all bridal jewelry.
And don't miss the weekend trunk shows featuring the latest styles from the top designers. And Bobby, if custom is the choice, you're the man for that.
Absolutely. Let us make the ring of your dreams.
Check out our custom ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Forget the pot of gold. Save some green at all 4 Coghlan Kia locations. Get 0% plus no payments for 90 days on select new Kia Sorentos, Sportages, and Tellurides. Or buy a new 2026 Kia K4 for $279 a month. Visit CoglanKia.com.
0% APR available for 48 months on select in-stock units. 90-day deferred payments. 5 for $279 per month for 84 months at 5.99% APR with approved credit through Kia Finance. See dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
This radio station is more than 100 years old. And during that time, absolutely no one has hosted more shows than the Common Man. I don't know why we're bragging about that, but I just read the copy, okay? And then there's Timmy. What can I say about good old Timmy? Well, he's a heck of a guy. All right, let's cut the bull. Common Man and Timmy host a show that'll make you laugh at immature things, overreact to whatever's going on in the world of sports, and probably embarrass themselves in the process. And we love them for it. Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on The Fan.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets are now winners of 3 straight games after beating the Florida Panthers 4-2 last night. The CBJ will be right back at it tomorrow against the Utah Mammoth at Nationwide Arena. Opening faceoff is at 7 o'clock. The Ohio State women were victorious in the Big Ten tourney yesterday, defeating the Indiana Hoosiers 83-59. They move on to play in the quarterfinal, where they'll play Minnesota this afternoon. Tip-off is expected to be around 2:30 over on the Fan 2. And tomorrow is senior night for Bruce Thornton and the Ohio State men's team. They'll play against Indiana in a key matchup for both teams' NCAA tournament chances. Coverage begins at 4:30 right here on the Fan. This update was sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at Scramblers. From now through March 31st, get a buy one, get one free deal on the Manhandler Skillet on the app. Terms apply. Breaking sports news on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
There are a few things more wonderful in life than intimacy. But when erectile dysfunction harms intimacy, it can have a devastating effect on relationship. Listen, it's Friday. We got the Arnold, the crew, the jackets, all of these events going on. You're probably going to meet somebody, and you might want to do some things if y'all have a good time. Don't let that ED stop you from enjoying it. You go to the Arnold Classic, meet that, get all this stuff to make your body right, and then you just don't be able to cash in on the deal at the end. Don't let that be you. Go see my people at Tri-State Men's Health, because they got treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of those treatments can have you last an hour or more. There's 2 locations located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. If ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love that brings you closer together. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. The initial visit is only $99. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. Arnold is what, Saturday? So you got to go today. You got to go today. Call them today at 800-900-9654. Visit TriStateMen'sHealth.com.
Guessing the Arnold's all weekend for what it's worth.
Well, they need to call. They need to do it today. So if they meet somebody tomorrow,
you should definitely
it's on. It's on.
Yes, do your Tri-State Men's Health
treatment. Tell them it's on.
But then I think it would be great if you came home and you told your wife, like, yeah, I'm going to Tri-State Men's Health. And she's like, why is that? It's like, oh, I met someone at the Arnold. So, sorry.
By the way, speaking of the Arnold, Sheezy88 in the chat said, Mark Henry, who lit the cannon last night for the Columbus Blue Jackets, finished 10th in the Barcelona Olympics and 14th in the Atlanta Olympics. Great accomplishments, but calling him the world's strongest man is WWE kayfabe fiction.
I promise you.
And what I say to him is, as 3-6 Mafia says in Mark Henry's theme song, somebody's going to get their ass kicked. Somebody's going to get their wig split.
I promise you. Didn't he I swear he was world's strongest man.
Yes.
Before he got to WWE. I'm pretty
won
sure.
The powerlifting world championships in 1995, and then he won the inaugural Arnold in 2002, which is the world's strongest man competition.
That was when he came back.
Yes. So
and,
Sheezy 88, there will be no Mark Henry slander in
Mark
the chat.
Henry, our guy. Yeah, for sure. You know what? If I'd known he was in town, a better radio show would have said, let's have him on.
You know what? That's on me.
Well, I didn't know either. None of us knew. We weren't paying attention. That's what it caught us. We got blindsided by that. You know what, Mark Henry, if you're driving around, maybe you're going out to get some breakfast, come on in. We got room for you. We'll make it happen.
I texted Matty Ice, who's also a big WWE fan, and I said, one of us needs to get him on one of our shows next year.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Dylan, that's your job, so I'll leave that to you.
It's a job a year in the making.
So I saw this from the Downs to Business podcast, which we have played quite a bit of, like audio from it this year, because Caleb Downs and his brother Josh Downs, who both played, well, Caleb's about to play in the NFL, Josh does play in the NFL. They had on Quinshon Judkins, and they have their podcast they do. They were talking about the subject of holding, and, you know, Caleb Downs being a defensive player, he would know a little bit, Tyvis, I'm sure you would too, about how often they're holding on the offensive line.
Yeah, every play.
Okay. So here, the first voice you're going to hear is Caleb Downs talking about that. Josh Downs is then going to join in and say, no, that's not true. That's not happening. And then Quinshon Judkins, former Buckeye, is also on there. And they will have a moment of revelation when Caleb Downs brings up one specific team.
The O-line literally does hold every play, and so do tight ends.
That's not true. I don't think that's true.
What?
I don't think the O-line holds on every play.
Bro, they used to teach holding. They literally teach people to hold.
I don't believe that. But, you know, everybody got their own opinion, so I'm going to let him feel how he feel. I'm going to feel how I feel on that.
Nobody's teaching that. Who's teaching gravity back of the pads? What? Michigan?
That's an exception. I'd probably say that out of all schools. I'd probably say that.
Grab the back of your pads, just run. I'm like, bro, this is bad football.
There you go. So even Quinshon was the one who's saying they don't do that, and then when Caleb Downs brought up Michigan, he goes, oh yeah, they do.
They 1,000% hold.
I love it though. I love finding this out.
There is holding every play on the offensive line, hands down. They just don't. They get tired of calling it.
But I don't understand why they get tired of calling it.
You would literally call it every play.
Right. But then you'd have like a week or two of that, and then everyone would go, well, this is the worst product I've ever seen. Every play there's holding. And then someone would say, guys, we can't do it that way. Got to do it differently. Right?
No.
They
will literally teach you. They're not going to call it every play.
Okay. Well, I got to do the journalistic duty here and say, you played at Ohio State. You went up against their offensive line when you were there. Did they teach their offensive lineman to hold?
My interactions with our offensive line was very slim.
Oh, they didn't have you like coming in a lot of blitzes?
No. I never told you the story about what year was that? About last year. We had a blitz called Split Seattle.
Prescient.
Split Seattle was the name. It was a delayed safety.
You ended up going to Seattle.
Ain't that crazy?
It is.
But it was a delayed.
Release you twice.
I want you to know, Dylan played that audio, didn't even look up. Like, Dylan didn't even look for a reaction. He's just like, oh, yeah, it's Seattle. Boop. It just hit the thing, and Rothman's voice plays.
He's a
Dylan,
menace.
It was just like,
Dylan is a menace to society.
It was like a mob boss ordering a hit where he just didn't even look up and was like, do it. I don't care.
Anyway.
Hang on. All right. Go ahead. So you had Split Seattle. That was the blitz package for you.
It was a delayed safety blitz. So how it went like this. Both linebackers, we were putting a stunt on the center and the running back, okay? So Josh and Raekwon would crisscross. So either Raekwon would go down the center's face and the center would have to turn to Raekwon.
Raekwon McMillan, Joshua Perry, for those not following.
Yes. Josh then would follow behind Raekwon and he would go. And the running back would have to pick him up. So I got to let that happen, and then I go. And
then everybody's occupied.
And then it's me and the quarterback, one-on-one.
Love that.
Right?
What a design.
So we practice it. It worked like a charm.
In practice.
Yeah. We got to the Virginia Tech game. Now, before we get
Which Virginia Tech game?
This was the one we won. This was 2015.
Good. Okay.
This is after we won the Natty.
Good, okay.
So we get to the game. And all game, all I say is split Seattle. Anybody that knows split Seattle, what call? We sitting there waiting on the call. I'd be like, Coach Fick, if you get to the point where you can't figure out what to call, split Seattle is what you want to call.
That's the one you want.
So we were winning the game. I think this is like, I want to say we're in the fourth quarter. And sure enough, I see the signaler signal split Seattle. So I'm geeked at this moment. I said, I've been waiting on this moment for years. We call that call. Make a long story short, I got through the line before Josh and Raekwon ever got there. I couldn't hold it.
Why?
I couldn't hold it. I was too excited. I couldn't hold. I tried to resist. I couldn't do it.
You could. The whole job is delayed safety blitz.
I was ready. I was too geeked up to go. I couldn't stop.
But it's
the whole play got butchered. They never called it again. They never called it.
I think it would be great. It's like that would be like Phantom of the Opera, where it's like the big moment of, if you've ever seen Phantom of the Opera, is where not to ruin it for people, it's been around for 40 years, but there's a moment halfway through where the chandelier comes crashing down, and it's a big iconic, like, oh no, the Phantom has cut down the chandelier. Oh my God. Tyvis would be like, oh man, he's sitting in the back if you were working on that musical, and you would just, like, the opening scene, like, Christine, and then boom, just chandelier down to the floor.
I blame, it's Raekwon and Josh's fault. They took too long to go.
Yeah.
Go.
That's delayed. Delayed.
No, ain't no delay. Ain't no delay.
What happened on the play? Did it just get mucked up and nobody did anything? Or did you actually make a tackle?
I never got to the quarterback. The running back got me.
Did they cuss you out after this and say, what the hell? You
Coach
asked for this
Coach
all day.
said, this is why we don't call it. This is exactly why we don't call it. I never seen it again. That was the end of it.
That's perfect. All right. Well, apparently they hold, and apparently Tyvis premature on his excitement for going to the line of scrimmage, among other things. Big trade overnight for the Jackets. Big win for the Jackets last night, too. We'll break it all down with the Jackets insider, Jeff Svoboda, next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Friday. Noticing 2 disabled vehicles out there on the roads, but it's really not impacting traffic. The first one's going to be on the east side, just on 670 eastbound, passing Airport Road, and right before 270, that intersection, that right shoulder is currently blocked. We also have a right shoulder blocked in our southeast corner, just outside of Roadport. It's happening on 33 eastbound, just passing 270 northbound, where you can see that disabled vehicle. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Take your shot to save at Great Lakes Hyundai. Shoot the hoop to get extra savings on your new car purchase. On top of big shot savings like 0% financing on 26 Hyundai Santa Fe's and Tucson's for up to 5 years. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, Dublin or Columbus or GLakesHyundai.com. With Proof Credit, some customers may not qualify. Interest accrues during no payment period. New Hyundais come equipped with owner assurance and America's Best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Offer ends 3/31.
Did winter leave you with a roof leak just as spring approaches? Don't stress. The team at Newman Roofing has you covered. Voted Columbus's best roofing company 4 years in a row. Schedule your estimate by calling 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Welcome back to That Lux Life. It's your boy, Will Winmore. Today's guest, the Millionaire Ball from the new Ohio Lottery Daily Draw Game, Millionaire for Life. Hey-o! So if a player matches 5 numbers and the Millionaire Ball number, they win $1 million a year for life. Hey-o! Or $100,000 a year for life if they match just 5. Hey-o! Millionaire for Life is the game. Millionaire Ball is his name. Play Ohio's newest daily draw game for your chance to win for life. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra. Exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
With aging parents, you want to keep an eye on their finances without coming off like you're taking over their lives. With Huntington Bank, you can help protect your loved one's account right from your own. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
It's March. Send it in, big fella. That means the greatest sports weekend of the year is coming, and the best place to set the puppies and watch the tournament is at Hollywood Casino Columbus. I'm Scotty Vegas, and Thursday through Sunday opening weekend, kiss the kids goodbye and hang out from noon to 5 with the fan at the Hollywood Casino Sportsbook. A Bill Raftery impersonation contest, free throw games, free shirts, and more. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Onions!
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most. To find your local agent, visit shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Accountability in elections isn't partisan, and in Ohio, Republican and Democrat teams work together to create confidence in every election result. Ohio's elections are accurate, accountable, and accessible, always. So make your plan to vote at voteohio.gov.
When we make time to read with kids, children get the message that reading is important and fun. When we read books that have characters of all races, backgrounds, genders, and abilities, students can discover their own voices and learn from the voices of others. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing. As we take part in Read Across America celebrations this week and all year round, please join the OEA in celebrating our nation of diverse readers so we can set up all Ohio students for success.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Patchy dense fog for us this morning. Otherwise, we'll see skies stay cloudy with lows in the 50s. For this afternoon, we are going to see a partly sunny to mostly sunny day with highs soaring into the mid-70s. Could have a stray shower or thunderstorm, though, as we go into the afternoon. And then for tonight, partly cloudy overnight with lows into the 60s. Could see some breezy winds and chances of showers and storms heading toward daybreak. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The two most mature people working at the radio station, and that's just because they wear pants. The pervert and the skivvies. Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
There's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
You look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Friday, we talk to our guy, the Jackets insider, Jeff Sabota, on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jeff, lots to get to today, but I must have missed the memo. The NHL trade deadline, was it 3 a.m. or is it 3 p.m.? Because
it sure felt that way, didn't it?
Yeah, there were not just the Jackets, but a lot of moves overnight, at least a few of them, and we anticipate more today from around the league. We'll see if the Jackets do. But, yeah, the big news before we get to the actual game last night, Jackets make the move, add in Connor Garland. What can Jackets fans expect from him?
A player who is going to be able to play probably in the middle six as a winger. He has played 535 games, I believe, over 8 seasons, mostly with Vancouver. Averaged 20 goals, basically 50 points per 82 games. So from a production standpoint, that's kind of his baseline. But he should be a fun player to watch because he's a guy that plays with 100% effort at all times. He's great on the forecheck. He's not the biggest guy in the world. That doesn't really fit the Don Waddell style as far as, Don seems to be someone who's really focused on acquiring some size over the years. But he plays bigger than his game because he's listed at 5'10", but he gets it on the forecheck. He hounds pucks. He's really good along the wall, a very good distributor, and plays with just a ton of effort. So, fans always seem to love the high motor guys, and Connor Garland qualifies as that. So maybe kind of maybe not a guy who's going to score as many goals as a Cam Atkinson, but a guy that has some offensive ability, who's going to play bigger than his size, and I think a guy that fans are really going to enjoy watching as a Blue Jacket.
I was just talking to a coworker here, and he was trying to figure out what some more moves the Jackets could make, and he brought up a guy by the name of Brock Besser for the Canucks. Do you think that's a guy that if you put a package together, you could be able to get?
That would be funny because Garland comes in from Vancouver, so if you were to make a move like that, it would be pretty similar to back in 2019 when the Blue Jackets got Matt Duchene from Ottawa and then said, let's make another trade with Ottawa, and then brought in Ryan Dzingel. But I feel like this is probably – the Garland move is probably the biggest move the Jackets will make, although, as everyone loves to say this time of year, you're just one phone call away from everything changing. But Don Waddell was on the TV broadcast yesterday, and talking to him before that, leading up to the draft. They've got all these free agents to be, and that kind of puts them in a situation where you're trying to figure out exactly what the roster is going to look like in the future. You've got a lot of uncertainty there, so you're maybe not necessarily looking to take big tremendous swings. But then again, he did say on the broadcast last night that maybe they could make a big move. So I guess I shouldn't sit here and say it wouldn't happen, but I think that the Garland move really fits what was probably their biggest need, which was to add some scoring depth up front and to lengthen the lineup as far as putting pucks in the net. But I guess you should never say never. But I'm not really sure exactly where the Blue Jackets, what the package would look like and something like that, and if the Blue Jackets want to give away that many young assets, just because that's kind of what they're building around for an extended run in the future, is kind of the young talent that it may take to give up something to get something like that.
The Jackets insider Jeff Sabota joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets back in action tomorrow night against the team I like to call it Utaki, but whatever. Utah is in town next, so the Mammoth. But I wish they would have called it Utah Hockey. I would have loved that. But either way, they didn't do it. So we anticipate possibly some more moves, but that's in part because the fact the Jackets are now 3-1-1 since they came back from the break. Obviously, the Bones era has been very successful. Last night, though, I feel like Provorov was one of the driving forces of why this team was able to get the W. Is this one of his best games that you think he's played in a Jackets uniform, what we saw last night?
Yeah, he was pretty darn good, and at the very least, he was involved in everything. He had a goal, 2 assists, the huge goalie interference call at the end. He was part of that. He makes a diving save. Felt like he was everywhere, and obviously, Zach Werenski is in a class by himself, but it kind of felt like Provorov played the Zach Werenski role last night of the guy who's going to play a lot of minutes on defense and just be involved in everything. And maybe that speaks a little bit to it's the time of year where you really everything's on the line, and you don't have a player like Werenski. Someone has to step up and fill those shoes, and Provorov did a really good job of that last night. And he's a guy that I think has really, in this first year of a big contract extension, been pretty steady for the Blue Jackets all year. Everyone has talked about Z, and rightfully so, and the minutes he plays, but Provorov's been right there as far as the amount of time he's on the ice, and he just shows up and gives you a professional effort every night. He's never going to get hurt, even though he takes some shots out there. Just is going to eat minutes, play very consistent, dependable hockey, and not be perfect, but give you a solid job. And I think last night he was more than solid. And, the Jackets obviously want Werenski back as soon as possible. But if Provorov can play, at that level and be involved the way he was last night, certainly a good thing, especially when guys are banged up.
Jeff, have the Florida Panthers fallen off?
Yeah, I think they just played a lot of hockey the last couple of years. They go to the final 3 years ago. They win the cup the last 2 years. Heck, half the roster was in the Olympics. It's all added up. And, they pushed last night. They really gave the Jackets everything they could handle the last, 10 minutes or so. But they haven't had that finishing kick. They haven't had that ability to kind of, they were ruthless to play against the last couple of years. Obviously, if you win the championship, you have the ability to close out games. But, they were physical and hard to play against. And, even though, they've got a lot of guys on their team you probably don't like, I think they kind of play hockey in a fun way. That physical with an edge style. and they just haven't been able to get to that this year. And so it sure looks like they're probably out of it going into the trade deadline here, and we're probably going to have another Stanley Cup champion, a different one. So, hey, maybe why not the Columbus Blue Jackets?
The Mason Marchman injury. And by the way, we're on the phone with Jeff Sabota, Jackets Insider, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Mason Marchman goes out during the game, didn't return. The latest on him from what we know or kind of where that stands. Is it day to day as of this point, or are we waiting for an update this morning?
Yeah, we're waiting to see. Rick Bowness said after the game it was a lower body injury, and they will, have him evaluated today. So I guess we will see. And maybe, that could very well be a determining factor as to do the Jackets make more moves going into 3 p.m. Because if Marchman's going to be out for an extended period of time, maybe that makes you want to do something. But, I guess, we'll have to figure out what the diagnosis was, because he was able to skate off. It wasn't something where he needed help getting off, but he went straight down the tunnel, and, kind of a tough shift for him, late in the second period. So hopefully he's all right, though, because you look at what he's been able to bring to the CBJ lineup, and, it's hard to replace his size and his scoring ability that he's brought so far.
And one other thing I saw last night, some of the national guys I saw was that injury occurs, and then the Connor Garland news comes out not long after it. I saw some national guys making the correlation that, like, oh, that must have happened or that could have happened because of that injury. I mean, maybe some other move would happen that way, but I read that as more like I would be shocked if something came together that quickly if they weren't already talking, right? Like maybe that hastened a little bit of getting the deal done, but that was something they were already working on, right?
Yeah, I would say that for sure. And yeah, I think things obviously reached a boiling point last night where they make the trade around midnight, but also, as you said, the trade deadline was at 3 a.m. Yes, you're getting into the nitty gritty. It's kind of funny. Donna said this. It's weird that you can make a trade at any time, but when you put a deadline on, suddenly things come together. So yeah, I think that this was something that they had been at least talking about and talking about for a while, and then you might as well. If you're the Blue Jackets and you feel like that's your guy, you might as well go ahead and finish off that deal. And so I think that's where they were at, but certainly something I think they had been talking about before the injury to Marchman last night.
A couple games you got one Saturday against Utah, like we said, 7 p.m. And then the weird time, the makeup game with Los Angeles, Monday at 4 p.m. So a business day special, I guess, if we have such a thing. It's usually more of a baseball thing, but that one's at 4 because of the rescheduling. So, yeah, some games that are obviously not going to be easy, but the Jackets have to get it done, and they're in this playoff push. They got some help last night too, Jeff, so that should bode well, right? I mean, they're sitting very close on the playoff spot as of right now.
Yeah, 1 point behind the last wild card spot, 3 points behind second and third in the Metro, and the Penguins are banged up, the Islanders are struggling. And that's kind of the funny thing that maybe pushes Don Waddell to be a little bit more aggressive at this deadline as well. As you look around the East, and Pittsburgh and the Islanders are the teams right ahead of the Blue Jackets. Well, I think if you're the Blue Jackets, you think you're maybe just as good as them. And then you look at the Atlantic Division, and you're chasing Boston, who's beat the Jackets coming out of the break, but not a super team by any stretch of the imagination. You feel like you look around the East, and if you can get in here, and especially if you make some moves, you could probably win a playoff series or two, just based on the way the other teams are constructed and how you compare to those teams. So maybe that pushes the Blue Jackets to be a little bit more aggressive as well coming into the trade deadline.
There we go. He is Jeff Sabota, the Jackets Insider. Thanks for the time this morning, Jeff. We'll talk again next week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
There you go. Jackets in action tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Of course, against Utah. You can go check that out at Nationwide. It's. I'm telling you, looking at this schedule, just seeing the amount of 3 and 4 that they have, where it's, we just had a 3 games and 4 nights, like kind of 2 different versions of it this week. And then next week they have Saturday they're playing, but then they go Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. They also play again on Thursday. So it's what is that, 4 and 6 days?
Well, you say they have a good record on back-to-back.
They seem to.
So they have that going for them. And
so I'm just saying it's going to be the compressed nature of this schedule. We could, in 10 days' time, we could be talking about a team that is well into the 3rd spot in the Metro.
Or we
could be talking about a team that has lost touch with the playoffs. Like, that's how quick this can change because there's still so many games left to play. But it is it's getting late. Let's put it that way. So Jackets are in a good spot if they can close it out. We'll keep you updated on all the trade deadline stuff as we go through the rest of the day right here on The Fan. Coming up next, some Pizza Madness. Meredith Garfalo, 10 TV meteorologist, she'll join us, and we will reveal some of the winners. Coming up next, T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, some roads are still flooded around the metro. The first one's going to be outside of Powell in Delaware County. It's on 315 southbound at Retreat Lane and right before Powell Road, so expect some lane closures out there. We have all lanes closed in Pickaway County, 2 flooding instances. The first one's going to be State Route 104 in both directions, just passing Walker Road, as well as State Route 752 just north of Asheville and North Business Place right by that train underpass. All lanes are blocked. We also have a completely blocked road over in Madison County, just south of London, State Route 38 in both directions at Linson Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.79% APR 5.82% on a 30-year fixed rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are driving. We are driving. We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating. We are eating.
All right. Bruce Thornton is going to be getting a bobblehead. You can get that tomorrow at the Shot.
Are you
go
going
to the game? I would love to. I would actually love to go to all of these things because you got that tomorrow, you got Jackets time tomorrow, you got the crew going tomorrow for Christmas.
Night. You get that with just going, or you got to actually buy the bobblehead?
No, I'm pretty sure they're
it's like the first 2,000 fans.
Yeah, it's not going to be for everyone, but you got to get there early.
You going, Dylan?
I was thinking about using my media pass to go, but I have my daughter. Dylan Tyre last night from the Blue Jackets, he was like, just bring her with you.
Yeah, why not?
Yes, I'm sure they would love a 7-year-old on media row at the Shot.
Right. So tomorrow could be a historic day. I would want to be there for history. The problem is, it's not a problem. It's my life. I signed up for it. My daughter has show choir up in Solon. That's where we're going tomorrow. Is it Solon? Is that how you say it?
Correct.
Cleveland suburb? Yeah. So we're up there tomorrow all day long. So if I was in town, yeah, I'd probably go out to witness history. The problem is, so I'm not going to chastise anyone for not going, but I did look at the tickets to see
how much is it.
How much is it? Face value.
Oh, no.
There's thousands of tickets available for this game tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's Indiana. It's Ohio State. One, it should be just that in basketball, but also now you got the football rivalry.
Tickets as low as $29.
Face value. Now it's up in the 300s. Most of the lower bowl stuff is sold, so that'll at least be good, and it should be that way.
But there was like a section open last night in the lower level for like $100-something.
Oh, well, no. You can get tickets on resale.
No,
Absolutely.
those are the face value of those tickets.
Oh, really?
But
okay,
that's not bad in 2026.
Well, to go win his history,
level,
Bruce Thornton's 12 points away from breaking the all-time scoring record at Ohio State, which, despite what some people think about Ohio State basketball around here, where it's just like a throwaway thing, it actually has a lot of history and legacy. They've won a national championship. They've been to lots of Final Fours. Like some of the names that have come through here, none of them has scored more points. One person has scored more points than Bruce Thornton. By tomorrow night, that probably won't be the case. Dennis Hobson, right? Whose record he would break? Yes.
When I turn on this game tomorrow, will I see this big dark figure sitting courtside?
Who's that?
Cardale Jones?
Yeah.
Oh. I said no. I said sure you may. I don't know.
The darkness.
You probably will. You should call him and ask him if he's going to be there.
Well, I have his vehicle, so
yes, you do. I saw you.
I have to return
giant bug out.
I have to return it today at some point.
So
I'll see him.
So hopefully a full building tomorrow night. There will be plenty of tickets available. So make sure you get there and go see Bruce, and hopefully he gets the record. We are joined now by some royalty. 10 TV meteorologist Meredith Garfalo and traffic reporter Brianna Albizu. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
Happy Friday
Thank
indeed.
goodness.
So we've got some Pizza Madness stuff to get to.
Yes.
Have you guys been following all this? So last year we started this where we had 64 teams, pizza places. Put them in a bracket, just like, some other madness that happens in March. Contractually, I don't know if we can say what that's called. But we did that with pizza places. So we are working through the second round of 2 different brackets. We're down to the round of 32, trying to get down to our Sweet 16. First of all, your pizza expertise. We have to check your credentials before we can talk pizza with you. Are you guys big pizza fans, not big pizza fans? Where are we at on that?
Super huge. I mean, I'm Sicilian, so it's already in my blood.
There you go. Perfect. Yes.
Oh, man. Okay, so I love pizza. I mean, I feel like who doesn't?
Me.
Tyvis.
Come on.
That's a whole nother segment. Yeah. Wah, put that up there.
This Tyvis is wrong, is what this segment is called.
But I was going to say that I'm so new to the area, so I was looking at the brackets. I knew just one, guys. One spot.
Which spot did you know?
Okay, I guess 2. Donato's and Mikey's. And
Mikey's Late Night Slice.
Is really good.
Yeah, I live close to one, so that's really convenient when it's like 2 in the morning.
Right.
There you go.
So some of these places I'm going to bring up, and if you have thoughts on them, great. But if not, like you said, Brianna, that's okay. That's fine. Well, but what I'm going to say is what do you feel about because Donato's is one of the ones you brought up. Mm-hmm. That's the Columbus, what I would call the Columbus style, which is the thin crust, the cornmeal on the bottom. It's very crispy. And then you have if you get pepperoni, you get the cup and char pepperoni, where it gets charred around the edges. It cups up and stores little grease pockets in there. Yeah. Are you a fan of that style of pizza?
It's all right, but I do like New York style. It's my favorite. Also, I feel like I got to go to pizza places with you because you sound like you know your stuff.
He's a pizza connoisseur.
It's T-Bone.
They're doing bodybuilding at the Arnold. This is body built by pizza. This is a structurally sound build, not an aesthetically pleasing build necessarily.
They need carbs. You know they're all going to be there.
Oh, you know that.
Right?
Well, I would think the pizza places would clean up with that. All right, so I'm going to announce some winners here. Classics Pizza up in Westerville. They're going up against Pizza House, which is a more like centrally located northern Columbus spot. Been around for a while. Pizza House wins that. They're going to move on. These are both like Columbus-style pizza places.
Okay.
Hound Dogs is going up against DeCarlo's. Couldn't be more different. Hound Dogs is like big, not big floppy slices, but triangle cut. They are.
You ain't nothing but a hound.
See, I said the same thing. Hound Dogs
all the time.
Hound Dogs is on High Street, and it's like the very northern edge of like the campus district, almost leaking into Clintonville. And that is the spot that I don't know if they're still open this late. They used to be open till like 4 a.m, and you could go get pizza. People would be studying on a college night with a pizza. That's Hound Dogs. DeCarlo's, meanwhile, does the Ohio Valley style where they put the cold cheese on it.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard of this?
No.
That sounds good.
My mind is blown right now.
They bake the pizza minus the cheese, and then they throw the cold cheese on top, stick it in the box, and give it to you.
Wow.
What is that supposed to do? It just melts?
It melts a little bit, but it's like
toppings, right?
Just more cheese?
If you get it that
Maybe.
way, they actually give you a bag of cold cheese to take with you if you want to do it at home, so you can just put it on when you get there and it won't melt at all.
See, I have to say, I'm the one kind of person, maybe there's other people out there where in the midnight snack, I like the shredded cheese and I just eat it. My mom did tell me during pregnancy that was her favorite snack with me, and I think she passed it on because I could eat a bag of cheese overnight and I'd be happy.
Shredded cheese.
See? Oh, yeah. I'm. It's bad,
So you know
but
where to go.
it's great. It's great.
My wife does this cheese thing too. Like
Really?
she'll grab a piece of hot pepper cheese and just like eat the whole
I
bag.
can't blame her
It's
for
kind
that.
of crazy.
Hound Dogs is going to move on. They kind of beat DeCarlos pretty soundly here, so they move on. Harvest Pizza, delicious, like artisan style
I've
pizza, is
had that
very good.
now.
Harvest is great. They've got a few locations. They're going to get another one. Flyers also.
Flyers is too popular.
Flyers is
Timmy
like
Hall swears by Flyers.
Flyers is like a mini Donato's, like in the sense. I don't want to. They're different styles of pizza or different tastes of pizza, but in the sense of like it's a Columbus traditional place, and then there's multiple locations. Flyers beat Harvest in this one, so we're going to move them through.
Hurt my heart.
Now, one that I need you guys both to try.
Okay.
They are defending champs.
Homework.
Tommy's. Have you heard of Tommy's
Wait,
Pizza?
Didn't we get it here at the station?
We have had it here at the
Okay,
station.
then it's good. Remember they had it was like dumplings, or they have like the most craziest things that they put on the pizza.
Oh,
Or
maybe
was
that
it?
wasn't
Crab
Tommy's.
Rangoon.
Oh, did they do a crab rangoon?
They do a crab rangoon. If that's it, I
Was I even here that day? That doesn't sound familiar, and I'm going to be very upset.
Wasn't that JT's?
Oh, that might have been JT's.
okay.
Yeah, JT's does
You got a
it.
lot.
Crab rangoon.
Yes.
Crab Rangoon pizza.
And I ate it and it was delicious, Tyvis.
It was very good.
Last year,
Did you
our
have
finalists.
shame?
No.
I don't know what that is when it comes to eating, Tyvis.
Last year, our finalists were Tommy's and JT's. So
Okay.
those are the two.
Oh, I
But Tommy's
see.
has been around forever.
Where's
it's
that?
right
It used
there
to be
in,
on campus, but
There's
they
one. There was one on
closed
campus,
it.
but the one that they have is right there in UA. It's just not like just down the street from OSU's
It's
campus.
the pizza that corporate got for us about a month ago.
It's cracker
when
thin
we
crust.
crushed the weather coverage.
It's Tommy's is
Good.
an all-timer type of pizza.
Okay.
Tommy's is going up against Planks, another good spot. That's in German Village area. Planks, though, unfortunately loses here. Tommy's gets it done. They move on. So, advancing from this round, Pizza House, Hound Dogs, Flyers, and Tommy's. So, there we go.
I still have
try 'em
homework,
all,
right?
yeah.
These are any of
Okay.
those.
Let's go, Bree, after the show.
Next week we are doing our Sweet 16. So yes, I have been driving around. I went up to Cheshire Market yesterday and tried their pizza, which is up by Alum Creek.
Really good.
I went over to Borgata, which I know Tracy likes Borgata.
Tracy
Yes.
loves
Talks about it,
Borgata.
yeah.
What about Rubino's? I love that in Bexley. Actually, it's funny because I'm planning on having that for dinner tonight. so.
Vino's is one of the all-time. That's a
at
great
you.
spot too.
It's thinner, so I don't know if you
We have been talking about this bracket, and I've been hungry since 5:30 this morning.
It
She
does
kept
that.
talking about it, and I was
does
like-
that.
Yeah.
We started it on Wednesday, and I ended up going to Sexton's
Yeah.
for dinner.
Yeah,
'cause
I
had to
heard
get
about
some
that one
food.
listed too.
pineapple on pizza. That was the
Don't
big
do it.
discussion
Don't
this
do it.
morning.
No.
Where do you guys
Yes.
stand on it?
No.
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Are
Okay.
you two insane?
I guess
No.
insane in
Are
the
you?
membrane.
Pineapple on pizza.
Why not though?
So good.
What do you mean, why not?
Wait, have you tried it?
Yes. It's an
decided.
oxymoron.
Okay.
It just doesn't go together. It really throws the whole taste of the pizza.
What if
off.
there's ham?
And listen, this is me talking about this.
Yeah,
All
I
pizza
thought-
tastes similar until you put pineapple
Wrong.
on it. It just crashes the
Wrong.
birds.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
Wrong.
happen.
Well, the good news is we're going to do one more region in later on in the show, and it is the pineapple region. So that is the
we
topic.
missed
So we
it.
didn't do that one, but that one we've got some other matchups that we'll announce. But real quick on the weather side of things, will it ever stop raining?
Yeah, it will, but I do want to say we have a 10 weather impact alert for the potential of severe weather tomorrow. And I say that because it could be in the afternoon to early evening. I mean, you've got people in town for the Arnold Classic. You've got the Crew home opener. So just stay up to date because it's either going to happen early afternoon or things could build and be like late afternoon. And so the thing is, these lines move through really quickly, but just you don't want to be outdoors. Like I was saying, when thunder roars, stay indoors. But otherwise, 70s this afternoon and tomorrow. Today is going to be the perfect. Everyone should be outdoors this afternoon. That's my homework for
I'm
everybody
excited
listening.
for that. That's good.
Outdoors eating pizza.
And is everybody behaving themselves on the roads today with all the rain and everything?
I
Or
mean, it's
the
funny
fog?
that you were asking Meredith about the rain. I was like, when's the fog going to stop? That's the question.
Yeah, the
I am
fog, yeah.
tired. It's been a week. So
I
maybe
know.
I do deserve that pizza.
Yeah, that's exactly-
it's getting really bad on the Northwest, Marysville, and especially our friends on the West Side. The traffic cams are just getting a little bit tougher to see out there. So
That's everybody.
Usual, dry slow.
The Marysville stuff is people lining up to go to Benny's, which is my spot up in Marysville that I go to, and they are in the next round bracket. So we will talk about them
I'm just
coming
gonna
next.
name out a spot, and you're gonna give me a pizza place.
The hope is that one of them would wake up and be like, "Oh, you know what? Let's bring these guys a pizza at 8:00 in the morning." I don't know if the ovens are fired up yet, but
Bree and I are hungry, so bring us a pizza, please.
We bring extra for all of us here. The Fan and 10 TV. You can see Meredith and Bree both on 10 TV and 10 Plus. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. We appreciate it. When we get back, we're going to talk about a new way to generate revenue for your favorite college football team. That's next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic
from the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, some roads are still flooded around the metro. The first one's going to be outside of Powell in Delaware County. It's on 315 southbound at Retreat Lane and right before Powell Road, so expect some lane closures out there. We have all lanes closed in Pickaway County, 2 flooding instances. The first one's going to be State Route 104 in both directions, just passing Walker Road, as well as State Route 752 just north of Asheville and North Business Place right by that train underpass. All lanes are blocked. We also have a completely blocked road over in Madison County, just south of London, State Route 38 in both directions at Linson Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Right now, save big on USDA Choice Bone and Ribeye Steaks. They're only $9.99 a pound in the value pack with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you can save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Hey, folks, winter is here. The number one cost for everyone each month are those pesky heating bills that never stop increasing. It is time to take action and do something about it. Call USA Insulation today and get your home insulated with our premium foam for only $99 a month, interest-free. That's right, $99 a month. You can have a warm, cozy home that you and your family deserves. 529-2440, 529-2440, or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Hey, it's Anthony, and I've got my own good feet story. I fought plantar fasciitis for a while. That's that horrible heel pain that seems to come out of nowhere. And not being on my feet was not ever going to be an option for me. I did all the home remedies, rolling the tennis ball under my feet. And the relief never really stuck until I went to the Good Feet store, where I was personally fitted with Good Feet arch supports based on my feet and arch size and the goals I have for my lifestyle. As soon as I popped them in my shoes, I could feel the difference. And now every day, my feet feel good. My knees, my hips, my back, they all feel supported and so much better aligned. I've complained about my back for years, but guess what? Nobody's heard me talk like that in a long time. These are a game changer for me every day. They're in my shoes to work out, to go to work, and soon in my golf shoes. The journey to feeling my pain go away has been nothing short of awesome, and just feeling the support I get puts me in a great mood. So stop in either at their store in Grove City or on Polaris Parkway in Westerville, or get started right now at goodfeet.com.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4. Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Also, we've got this. I got to tell you about my friends at Window Nation, especially if as the temperature fluctuates. I know this weekend it's going to be a little bit warmer than we're used to, but whether it's hot, whether it's cold, if you notice that you are having to run your heat or in some cases your AC as we get into spring more than you think you would or more than you have in the past, could be because your window insulation has failed. Window Nation has some great energy efficient windows at a great price that they can help you out with. And plus, right now, the more you buy, the more savings you could enjoy, up to 50% off all window styles. Plus, with Window Nation's financing options, you can get $0 down and payments as low as $199 a month. Whether you replace your old or builder-grade windows with custom-built, high-quality windows from Window Nation, you're going to be thrilled with them because those windows come with a 50-point inspection from the factory. They're installed right the first time. The people that they bring out to your house to install these things have over 15 years of experience on average on the crew, so they know what they're doing when it comes to putting these windows in your house. And like I said, right now, you can get a great deal from them. Payments as little as $199 a month from Window Nation on your new windows. Schedule your fast free estimate now, windownation.com. That's windownation.com.
Looking at our Twitter, we are 41 followers away from 1,000. So tell your friends, or if you have not followed the show, at Bone and Tyvis 971, help us get to 1,000 followers. It'd be nice to do that for Monday. Let's try to make that a weekend goal.
1,000 followers.
You know, I was yesterday I was driving in and I was listening to Man and Timmy.
Yep.
And Common Man said he had a big career announcement at 4:30.
I heard this.
Now, the problem is I got out the car before 4:30.
You know, the point of that tease was to get you to hang tight and see what he has to say.
My drive from Cleveland was over.
You never sat in the car. It's 2 minutes. It was 4:30.
I got back at like 3:15. Like he said this in the very first segment.
He did
or it might have been the second segment.
He did it around 4:30. So did you hear what he actually, because he said it was a big career announcement. Did you hear what it was?
I don't know. They were teasing it like he was leaving the fan because Tim was talking about he was going to, after Common Man leaves, he was going to have a 4-man booth in the afternoon. He was going to have you and I and Josh Perry. And that was going to be the 4-man booth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to go back to afternoons then. I don't know about that.
Who would be on in the mornings in this?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think he thought that far.
I don't let that matter.
So I say all that to say, I don't know what the career thing is.
I can tell you what it is because I heard this.
Oh, what was
Dylan, did you hear it?
No.
Okay.
I did not.
Here's what it was. Because he says this, and then everybody's like, oh, wow, what is this? And then he's like, all right, that was just some BS. It's Wendy's has announced a job opening. And Common Man was saying he would like to go do this job. And you know what? I'm kind of with him. I'd like to do this job, too. We have great jobs here, talking sports and whatever else this is on a day-to-day basis. Wendy's is offering a job as their chief tasting officer. So you would be, I don't know if they would consider you like C-suite, where you actually are like an executive.
So you have to eat their product.
Well, one, I do that anyway. I was at Wendy's yesterday.
I had a JBC the other day.
Yeah, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. What's wrong with that? I got I went and got a Frosty with the mix-ins. All the I forget what the Frosty Fusion. They put all the stuff in it. Delicious. Anyway, Wendy's has a job. They will pay you $100,000 a year to be their chief tasting officer. What does that mean? It says it's a fully remote role. that comes with a $100,000 paycheck and a very important responsibility. You eat Wendy's food and then talk about it. So they apparently said this is not a joke. It is apparently a real ad. And what you would do is, it says the qualifications are very simple. Applicants need a working mouth, some personality, and the ability to talk about food with more enthusiasm than just saying it tastes good. Well, I think I don't know about you, Tyvis, because all food tastes similar to you.
Man wants to get off the radio to eat food.
I think he would probably do that job. I know he said that he would get off the radio, but like, you could do that job and do the radio job.
So you
could do both.
You want this job?
I would absolutely do this job.
Or would you rather Taco Bell?
Listen.
He dropped
Wendy's,
the paper?
if you're listening.
He dropped the paper.
I don't know what this man is talking about. Taco who? I'm a Wendy's guy. Always have been. Love Wendy's. They're my favorite. So it comes down to a war between me and Common Man to get this spot. I will go to war, is what I'm saying. Because I want the spot too.
Well, that's very interesting. Only Chipotle can get me to do something like that. That's and obviously
I eat the food all the time at Wendy's.
Well,
I'm there all the time.
Well, food places is where college football is going, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This is a way to help your favorite team get better. Tyson Chicken is sponsoring Arkansas. Now you can put jersey sponsors on football, basketball.
They're going to have Arkansas with Tyson's logo.
Yeah. Tyson family is big backers of Arkansas. No, they say the deal is less than $100,000. It's not in that realm, but it's for 5 years, and presumably it's for tens of thousands of dollars. My question is, how much do you think it would be for Ohio State? They did a 5-year deal. You get to be on Ohio, because that's Arkansas football and basketball, which is, good at basketball.
You say this is for tens of thousands of dollars?
You said less than 100,000. You meant less than 100 million.
Did I say 100,000?
Oh, you did say 100,000. That's why I was looking like, what?
That's stupid. I was confusing that with the Wendy's thing, which is 100,000, but it's not right. Less than 100 million. So it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of, let's say, 5 to 10 million a year, because it's a 5-year deal. So what I'm saying is, do you think Ohio State would get 20 million a year? 10 million a year?
Easily.
20 million is what I would think, too.
Yeah,
I would think it would be over $100 million deal for 5 years, but I don't know. We just talked about Wendy's. They're a local company. Tell you what, if I'm watching.
This is a Roosters thing.
Is Roosters? I love Roosters. Do they have that kind of scratch? I'm just saying that's a lot of money. I don't know. Maybe you have to. I don't know what kind of company you have to be.
Well, you got to think about what you get from it. Like, people to see Roosters and then want Roosters. Your clientele would go through the roof, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but Wendy's is international. Roosters is very much regional.
I guess you got a point there. I guess if you want to, I guess that does make sense.
I don't know who.
No shade throwing the Roosters whatsoever.
Because people on TV could be like, well, I would love Roosters, but we don't have one here. So, but if you like, I don't know, if you're in Chicago and you're watching a Buckeye game, you see Wendy's, it's like, you know what, I want some Wendy's. I guess that does make sense.
That's the whole point of it. Well, it's national brands, right?
Chipotle
you got
all day long.
Why wouldn't you have Nationwide could be a part of that? Safe Light, that's I
thought we were doing food.
No, it could be anything, but food is obviously close to my heart. You know what? How about we get Eagles Villa Pizza? My favorite. We'll have some more Pizza Madness updates for you coming up next. But also,
we should do entry for Pizza Madness next year. You have to donate to Ohio State's NIL.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work out. Next, though, we're going to do this very special edition. It's the Columbus Cruisemas, Merry Cruisemas edition of that. Coming up next, T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still noticing some flooded roads in our area. In Pickaway County, we have 2 spots just south of Commercial Point. We have flooding on State Route 104 in both directions, just passing Walker Road. We also have one just north of Asheville on State Route 752 in both directions at North Business Place by that train underpass. All lanes are blocked out here. We also have one just south of London in Madison County, flooding on State Route 38 northbound and southbound at Linson Road. That area is completely closed. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bobby, it's bridal sale time.
Our annual spring bridal sale is March 10th through the 21st. Buy one and get one 50% off on all bridal jewelry.
And don't miss the weekend trunk shows featuring the latest styles from the top designers. And Bobby, if custom is the choice, you're the man for that.
Absolutely. Let us make the ring of your dreams.
Check out our custom ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
With Aetna, I always get a quick answer, and I don't have to search on the internet. They go above and beyond to help me with whatever I need.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctor's offices when requested. We show up with access to convenient care options. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Yo, Harvey, Zoe, group selfie.
Ooh, nice new iPhone 17, Drewski.
Let's do a triangle formation. I'm in front.
With a center stage front camera, everyone fits in the shot.
You got a T-Mobile.
But switching takes forever.
Not anymore. Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
Focus, people. Nail your pose.
And you get a new iPhone 17 on them.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way, guys. Switch to T-Mobile and get iPhone 17 on us. And right now, we'll pay off your old phone up to $800.
I'm grabbing my phone and switching to T-Mobile right now.
Get back, Harvey. We're taking a... let's go again, y'all.
With 24 monthly bill credits, finance agreement, 256 gigabytes, $830, eligible trade and example iPhone 13 and new qualifying line, $60 plus per month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees. For well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. $800 via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission. No cash access and card expires in 6 months. Check out in 15 minutes per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Get Eco.
ECO. When your drain is clogged, our drain team will clear it for just $93. If we can't clear it, it's free. And we guarantee it will stay clear for at least a year. Or we'll clear it again for free.
Get Eco.
ECO. Go to geteco.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets are now winners of 3 straight games after beating the Florida Panthers 4-2 last night. The CBJ will be right back at it tomorrow against the Utah Mammoth at Nationwide Arena. Opening face-off is scheduled for 7 o'clock. The Ohio State women were victorious in the Big Ten tourney yesterday, defeating the Indiana Hoosiers 83-59. They move on to the quarterfinal where they will play Minnesota this afternoon. Tip-off is expected to be around 2:30. And tomorrow is senior night for Bruce Thornton and the Ohio State men's team. They'll play against Indiana in a key matchup for both teams' NCAA tournament chances. Coverage begins at 4:30 right here on The Fan. This update is sponsored by High Bank Distillery Co., locally inspired dishes and award-winning cocktails. Visit highbankco.com to make your reservation. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank. Breaking sports news on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, we got some Pizza Madness updates for you because Pineapple Region, voting is in, the voting is done. I'm going to leave the closest matchup for last, okay? The closest matchup in this one is Benny's, which is a Marysville staple, versus Manelli's, which is a West Side staple.
Oh, man.
Excellent pizzas, both of them. I've had both of them. We'll get to them in a second. Iacano's, a 4 seed, was going up against Brooklyn Pizza, 5 seed.
I like Brooklyn's.
Brooklyn Pizza, very good. I like Brooklyn Pizza a lot. Dylan, you kind of shaded Brooklyn Pizza, I got to be honest, a little earlier this week, and I didn't feel good about it.
I just, out of all the New York-style pizzas that are in this market, it's just not my favorite.
Okay.
That's all.
What's your favorite? Adriatico is your favorite?
It is.
Well, we'll get to them in a second. But, well, Dylan, good news for you. Brooklyn lost to Iacano's. Apparently, you're going to dance on their grave on that. But Iacano's advances. The voting was pretty clear on that. So Iacano's advances to the Sweet 16. Eagles Villa Pizza, a 1 seed. And, as I said with Meredith and Brianna earlier, my favorite pizza place of all time in Central Ohio.
That's why I was a 1 seed.
I don't know if that's why I was a 1 seed or not. It probably is Common Man doing a favor for me on that.
How far did they get last year?
I feel like they got fairly far, but at the end.
Final Four?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think they did. Maybe I'm wrong.
You mentioned Brianna. Did you guys notice she walks around with 2 phones like she's Kevin Gates? One for the plug and one for the load?
What? What is that?
She got 2 phones?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
Dylan, I don't even know what any of that means that you just said there.
We'll send it. We'll send you the song in the group chat.
Okay,
oh, yeah, by the way, I had T-Bone listen to some Young Boy yesterday. It's out that mosh pit music.
I'll tell you what.
That is the black people's version of mosh pit right there.
I listened to NBA Youngboy yesterday, and here's what I know.
You don't know nothing he said.
I didn't understand more than one sentence that he said, but I also know that man is ready to die and will do anything.
Okay,
he does not care. He does not care.
Okay, Trey, who gonna die today?
But what I'm saying is, like, when you sent me that, you're like, this is, I'm telling you, that's what, like, every hardcore band I listen to is like, don't even come over here unless you're ready to die.
Yes.
And it's like, that's what me, so, like, I actually got NBA Youngboy.
Picture him in a laundromat. Ooh-wee.
Oh, that's... Are you kidding? I go to concerts in laundromats. I can very much picture this. I'm very aware of this, literally. All right. So anyway, shout out to NBA Youngboy, my guy. Anyway, where are we? Oh, Granddad's versus Eagle Villa. I would die for Eagle Villa Pizza. However, I'm not willing to sway the vote. The vote is in, and as much as I would have voted the other way, no shade to this other place, Eaglesville Pizza in New Albany goes down in defeat. Granddad's, the 8 seed, pulls the upset on the 1. The fans voted. I'm not going to stand in the way in the fans. Granddad's advances despite my protestations. Granddad's, you're on to the Sweet 16. Congratulations.
Baker is doing backflips.
Also, great
I just seen him through the door. He hit a backflip.
I love Granddad's Pizza. It's awesome. That is actually something I would pay to see. Tammy's Pizza versus Adriatico's. Again, Tammy's a very good pizza. Love Tammy's Pizza, and you know where this is going, Tyvis, because I said Tammy's very good. Adriatico's a legend, and the following backed it up.
It's going to be hard to beat them.
Adriatico's a 3 seed, knocks off Tammy's. They advance to the Sweet 16. Now, I told you there's one other pizza place left. One other matchup to decide, and that's Benny's versus Manelli's.
Benny in the chest.
Benny's and Manelli's is within, like, a couple dozen votes. And when we get to that point, if it's less than 100 votes separating the two, because we get thousands of these votes, if it's less than 100 votes, it becomes our decision here. Now, last year,
This is very close.
Have you had, Tyvis, either of these places before we go further?
No.
Okay.
So I'm out of it.
What you should do, if any of you have said, I've never had Benny's Pizza in Marysville, I understand that's a drive. It's closer than you think, I've been told, by the way. I live there. And Manelli's, which is a West Side staple right off of Wilson Road.
Side.
Yes. Go try one of those places this weekend. I promise you, they're both, you will not be let down. They are both excellent. Dylan, have you had Manelli's or Benny's?
I've had both.
You've had Benny's?
Yes.
When you was in Marysville.
He gets around.
He really does.
Yeah.
So you is Tupac?
I used to work for a station that has close ties with the people that I call the Marysville Illuminati.
Oh, yeah. That's
so
right.
I'm
you
scared.
used to work with another Marysville radio legend, actually, didn't you?
Yes.
Back in the day, yeah.
So I'm scared to get whacked by them. But I also
Which
know...
pizza do you like better?
I also know the family of the people that own Manelli's.
Oh, really?
So I want to, for the first time in my life, pull a Tyvis and be Switzerland and leave it up to you, T-Bone. You can get all the criticism.
That's fine. And you know what? Last year,
come on in.
last year, I killed Benny's Pizza live on the air. Not because it's bad pizza at all, but because at the time
service was bad.
No. And it was bad too because Benny's had like a fire. They had like Benny's is so popular in Marysville. You have to understand this. They have a restaurant you can go sit in, and then they have a huge parking lot, and then they have a separate building that's bigger than the restaurant that is just where they pump out the takeout orders.
That is nice.
If you order pizza from them and you're like, I'm picking it up, you go to a different building on their property than you would if you're going to sit down and eat it inside.
Okay.
That's how big a business it is, okay?
That's convenient.
But last year, I was a little mad because in Marysville, we couldn't get a school levy passed. And they were going up against Brooklands, who you know I like. And I said, you know what? Pass the damn school levy. I'll vote for your pizza. Well, good news. We passed the levy. Yay! We like education again. Benny's, you're back. Benny's wins. Manelli's goes down. Sorry, Manelli's. I love you. You are great pizza. Next year, better luck. Benny's advances to the Sweet 16.
I think Manelli's might have actual mob ties, and you're in trouble, T-Bone.
Benny's has actual mob ties with the Marysville Mafia. So how am I going to see Lacey Wilson or I don't know. What's the name of
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson. There you go. Didn't she come there a few years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. My gal. Great job. All right. So there you go. All the Pizza Madness.
Fish loves Manelli's.
Fish does love Manelli's. He actually brought us Manelli's for the first time. When he moved here, he's like, I found this place. And I'm like, how have I never had this? It was so good. But Benny's moves on. All right. By the way, I promised a special thing here. This is from the crew, Tyvis. This is a WWE version of our favorite segment. Tomorrow, the crew, they are playing the Chicago Fire. Cruisemas, as it's called. One of the special things they have at Scott's Marysville, or what? That's not it. Scott's Miracle Grove Field. They have lemonade cotton candy. Now, Dylan and I went over and tried a bunch of other great food stuff there. It was awesome yesterday. But they specifically said, make sure Tyvis gets the lemonade cotton candy.
Is that true, Dylan?
That is 100% true. I was there.
In fact, other members of the media may or may not include Pat Murphy, from who also covers the Buckeyes, but also covers the crew. He was there, and his mouth was agape as he saw them walk over and hand me a full thing of cotton candy and said, give this to Tyvis. And he's like, where's mine? And I said, sorry, Pat, you only cover the Buckeyes. You didn't play for the Buckeyes like Tyvis did. So there's no guessing the price today.
Why not? That's part of the gift.
Because it's a gift. Do you ask a price of a gift?
Yeah. You get gift receipts, don't you?
That's classless.
Yeah, there's no price on them.
All right.
I would imagine that this thing is...
Like T-Bone said, you should be grateful. Almost every radio and TV station there in the city was represented, and only you got special treatment.
That's right.
That's not true.
Matt Barnes was there.
I'm not
Matt
even
Barnes from
joking.
NBC4 was there, and he's just staring at us, glaring at us. It's like, I'm going to go back to Italy and cover the Olympics. And we're like, too bad.
Lemonade.
You didn't get the candy.
Lemonade cotton candy.
You love lemonade.
I do love lemonade.
So let's see how this goes. And if you don't like it, you can take it home to your kids. Because they presumably love cotton candy. Do they not?
Of course they do.
All right.
You know, my youngest is like, she like me. I never thought that. Like, it's crazy how genetics work.
This is Tyvis, eat the damn piece of candy.
We gotta go to break.
We gotta go to break. Just eat the candy. Is it good or bad? You know, as I was thinking here, life is like a box of chocolates. Tyvis, eat the candy.
That's pretty good.
It is good. I had some yesterday. They have a great selection of foods. One thing that I will tell you, if you go to the Crew game, they're doing a thing called Battle Nachos this year, which is just one great band name, Battle Nachos. But they have their own standard, like, Chipotle chicken nachos that they're going to have every week at the game. And then they will have a separate stand where they will have the nachos represented by the other team. So this week they're playing Chicago. They have Italian beef nachos there. So they're playing Chicago. It's representing the city. Tyvis, you are...
There's going to be no cotton candy left first.
You are making... Eating that. You like this cotton candy?
Pretty good.
There you go. Lemonade cotton candy. It's bright. It's yellow, just like the Crew. Crew going to get it done against Chicago tomorrow in Cruismas. Happy Cruismas to you. Morning Breath is coming up next. It's people who should just shut up. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, good morning and welcome to this foggy Friday. We are noticing just one disabled vehicle over on the east side. Not too bad. It's on 670 eastbound, just passing Airport Road. And right before that 270 split, that right shoulder is currently blocked. But again, noticing some really foggy conditions out there. Of course, be aware of other drivers around you. Follow the lines on the road if you can't see anything. And as a last resort, roll down your window to hear other cars around you. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.79% APR 5.82% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Breathe. Breathe. You got this. You got it.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you can save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details. Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Accountability in elections isn't partisan, and in Ohio, Republican and Democrat teams work together to create confidence in every election result. Ohio's elections are accurate, accountable, and accessible, always. So make your plan to vote at voteohio.gov.
Some foot issues just can't be fixed by those expensive shoe stores or shoe inserts.
A foot exam from a doctor of podiatric medicine, who is the medical expert in foot and ankle care, may give solutions after doing a complete foot examination. If you suffer from foot, heel, or ankle pain, let us help you find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association so you know you are being treated by the very best. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Hi, it's Common Man. And T-Bone. Hey, Pizza Madness is here. Yeah, the brackets are live now at pizzamadness.pizza. Vote for your favorite pizza place and then be very angry when it does not win. Brought to you by Billiards Plus.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Patchy dense fog for us this morning. Otherwise, we'll see skies stay cloudy with lows in the 50s. For this afternoon, we are going to see a partly sunny to mostly sunny day with highs soaring into the mid-70s. Could have a stray shower or thunderstorm, though, as we go into the afternoon. And then for tonight, partly cloudy overnight with lows into the 60s. Could see some breezy winds and chances of showers and storms heading toward daybreak. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
All the Ohio State conversation you can handle. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Your Ohio State flagship station. The Fan. Sometimes it's better if people just shut up.
Shut up!
It's time for Morning Breath.
All right. Today, we're going to go with the Michigan man who's talking about kind of not being a Michigan man. This is good to know because I was unaware that this man had made it into coaching and been doing this, but apparently he's been coaching for a very long time.
I knew he was coaching.
I didn't.
You know how I knew he was coaching?
How's that?
Because when I was in high school, he came up to the high school to recruit one of these kids. Actually, me and my teammate.
Okay.
And then it was another guy who wasn't playing football, but was playing basketball. And he said, if you decide to play football, I will give you a full ride scholarship to Syracuse.
Which is where he was coaching.
Which is where he was at the time.
Okay.
And the kid never played football.
Really?
And I don't know where the kid is today.
How? Well, all right. Now I have so many other questions.
Yeah, it's the wildest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Here's who we're talking about. Tyrone Wheatley, former Michigan running back, has got into coaching. He is now the running backs coach at Illinois. And so he was giving a press conference where he was asked about his connections to Michigan and said, hey, you're a Michigan guy, but now you're coaching at Illinois. Does that present any little like conflict of interest for you? Or how do you, how have people taken to
conundrum?
That? Right. Here is what Tyrone Wheatley Sr. had to say about that.
Here's the deal. When you're coaching, right, when you're in this coaching profession, they're all happy, right? They're all happy. They're happy to see you work, and they're happy to see you doing things. And it's been different, man. A lot of guys say, hey, listen, I don't have any orange and blue. I've never been an Illinois fan, but now I guess I got to be an Illinois fan, right? So you're bringing more people to the network, right? Bringing more people into the side. So and I told the guys when I introduced myself to them, right? Yes, I do bleed maize and blue. Not going to lie to you, but I'm here. As Coach Bielema says, be here. I'm here. This is where my feet are. I'm going to blossom where I'm at right now. I'm going to fertilize this soil, and we're going to grow.
This is where I like what he said there is perfectly rational and normal to like regular humans. So I'm not even bashing him for that. But here's where I am going to say you can't be rational and normal sometimes in the world of sports. Remember how Marcus Freeman got all the crap when he went to Notre Dame and was like, didn't make the same mistake twice. I passed on Notre Dame the first time, didn't pass on him this time. I'm here, and he made it known that like he's a Notre Dame guy.
Yes.
Buckeye fans got mad at that.
Correct.
But I don't blame him. They're signing your paychecks. You're in there to recruit. You're trying to tell people this is the greatest place to go. I do think it matters when a coach comes in, even if they did play somewhere else, to say, yeah, that's fine, and I appreciated my time there, but this is where I'm at. This is what I do, and I don't have any loyalty to that other place. When you literally say, I bleed maize and blue, however, yeah, I'm going to do a good job here, like, I don't know. That one's a little tough for me. I would probably have just left that little part out of, I bleed maize and blue. No, I wouldn't say that. I would just say, I don't know, Michigan who?
He's trying to be as real.
I'm in Illinois.
I think he's just trying to be as real about the situation as possible. Like, yes, do I root for Does he root for the Wolverines? Absolutely he does. But when we play them, best believe that I'm trying to beat them. That's
I guess.
Because, I mean, his job be on the line.
Well,
they don't pay his check.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would be all in on this is where I'm at. This is what I do. Michigan means nothing to me at this point because I am, I understand he knows at some point he wants to be able to go back to Michigan. I get all that stuff.
I don't think they're gonna be like, oh, you can never come back here if Illinois' running back breaks their single game rushing record against him.
Yeah.
I think they'll be mad at the running back, not the running back's coach.
Well, fair enough. I could see if you're getting the paycheck from Illinois to come in and say, yeah, whatever, I have my ties to Michigan, but that doesn't matter to me right now. I'm here at Illinois, period. I guess that's kind of what he was saying, but I just feel like the I bleed maize and blue was a little bit weird. I'll be honest with you. We didn't have a lot for morning breath today, so that's about as strong as I got.
I got a question. Well, somebody tweeted us.
Go ahead.
Y'all had a Pizza Madness T-shirt last year.
I believe there's one this year.
Is it? Because they tweeted asking, is there a new Pizza Madness T-shirt?
There is a Pizza Madness shirt for this year. It says we only have one shirt. Click the link, buy it, and it's still there, so you can go buy it.
Go to
same one as last year.
PizzaMadness.pizza.
Yeah. Now the thing is, the Pizza Madness shirt from last year that is now still there this year that you can buy. It's a cream colored shirt with a red logo on it. It is designed to have pizza grease staining it. You customize the shirt by eating it, wearing that when you go eat pizza. Hopefully you get some pepperoni grease or some cheese grease or some sauce stains on it.
You having pizza tonight?
Oh, absolutely.
So you're going to go 3 consecutive days in a row of eating pizza?
Tyvis, I would go every day of my life eating pizza if I didn't think there would be like health concerns and or if my family wouldn't abandon me.
You really about to do this?
I did yesterday.
You had Borgata's, Cheshire, and tonight you going, I'm assuming, Benny's.
I probably will celebrate their win, their advancement to the Sweet 16. I may just do that.
You okay with that? You don't see nothing wrong with that.
I could be very okay with that.
Dilly, do you see something wrong with that?
No.
I'd let him live.
That's right. Thank you.
3 nights in a row of the same thing.
It's different pizza places.
Every pizza is different. And literally, you get the same pizza from the same place with the same toppings 2 days in a row, and it can be different. Because they might cook it a little differently the first time versus the second time. You might get a few extra toppings. You never know. Just saying.
By the way, I want to nominate someone from Morning Breath from our show that's not Tyvis and his pizza takes.
Okay.
It's Jeff Swoboda.
What did he say?
What did he say?
We didn't ask him about pizza today.
I will play it, and I will tell you why afterwards.
Okay, go ahead.
You look around the East, and if you can get in here, and especially if you make some moves, you could probably win a playoff series or two, just based on, the way the other teams are constructed and how you compare to those teams. So maybe that pushes the Blue Jackets to be a little bit more aggressive as well coming into the trade deadline.
When he said the Blue Jackets could win a round or two, my genitals immediately hurt due to our piercing bet. Did you guys not feel the same when he said that?
No.
I was worried for my junk.
Are you worried? Well, because if people don't know, us and Common Man and Timmy, we have all agreed to, if the Jackets win the Stanley Cup, piercings of the southern region.
Yes, below the belt.
All I'm saying is, one, I would love for them to make me go get that piercing. I would gladly go do that. If it means this team would win a Stanley Cup, there's a lot I would do to see that happen. But also,
Bill Hill said, if CBJ win the Stanley Cup this year, I'm streaking on High Street.
Hey, that's good.
I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying now that they have someone like Jeff putting his public reputation on the line, saying that he thinks they can win a round or two.
I thought
if they advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, I might quit the show.
Stop.
I'm getting out of it.
Not allowed to. Not allowed to.
We supposed to get on the float and show our piercings.
Well, it's not showing them. We're going to get it done live on the float with the Stanley Cup.
That's the same thing.
You can get it done without showing everything, I guess. I'm just saying. By the way, this afternoon, voting is still open for this. You can go. Common Man and Timmy are going to get to their round of 16. Their round of 32 right now. They're going to whittle it down to 16. Here's what they've got. JT's versus Meisters. That's a 1 versus an 8 seed. These are the eggplant region. Rubino's versus Stod's, a 5-13 matchup. Pizza Nerds versus Enrico's, 6 versus a 3. Carlucci's versus Torita's. Torita's Vegas, the people out west, have them as a dark horse candidate to win it all. Torita's a 2 seed. Carlucci's a 7 seed. That is all Eggplant region. You can vote for those. PizzaMadness.pizza. By the way, Pizza Madness brought to you by Billiards Plus. Over on the other side of the bracket, the pepperoni region, it is Ange's versus Emilio's. That's a 10 versus a 2. Mikey's Late Night Slice, a 6 seed, going up against Dante's, a 3 seed. George's Pizza, a 5 seed, going up against Black Dog, a 4 seed. Black Dog Pizza, delicious. Right there off of France Road, I believe, is where that is.
Is that your second favorite place?
I wouldn't say it's my second favorite. It's very good. And then this matchup, Sexton's 1 seed versus Cheshire Market, a 9 seed. I went up and tried Cheshire Market yesterday. Got to tell you, it's an excellent pizza. Actually,
I'm mad that that's the thing, man.
They had the pizza buffet going yesterday
both
too.
Both of them pieces is delicious.
They are great. So these are some tough decisions. You've got some time before 3 in the P. Maybe go have some pizza for lunch. Try to get your pick in, and then go to PizzaMadness.pizza to make your vote known. All right, we'll come back in 2 minutes. Someone involved with the Major League Baseball labor negotiations just took a shot at the Browns, and I got to be honest, kind of crushed them. You'll hear it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, good morning and welcome to this foggy Friday. We are noticing just one disabled vehicle over on the east side. Not too bad. It's on 670 eastbound, just passing Airport Road. And right before that 270 split, that right shoulder is currently blocked. But again, noticing some really foggy conditions out there. Of course, be aware of other drivers around you. Follow the lines on the road if you can't see anything. And as a last resort, roll down your window to hear other cars around you. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Spring is right around the corner, and if you're like me, I bet you're excited for warmer weather. But as temperatures rise, make sure your energy bills don't. Keep those cooling costs low with Window Nation's high-quality, energy-efficient products. Simply request a consultation where the experts will visit your home, spot problem areas, and make recommendations. Then they'll install your customized windows in just a day. With Window Nation windows, your home will be shielded from outside hot air while you remain cool and comfortable inside throughout the spring and summer. Window Nation's going to have your house looking great, and you'll also have peace of mind. Did you know all of Window Nation's products are backed by a lifetime warranty? It's true. There's no better time than now to upgrade your home with Window Nation. In March, the more you buy, the more savings you can enjoy. Up to 50% off all window styles. Yeah, 50% off. Plus, Window Nation's got some great financing options, including $0 down and payments as little as $199 a month. Visit windownation.com for your free consultation today. That's windownation.com.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Big sports weekend in town. You got the Arnold going on all weekend. You've got Jackets time tomorrow night. They take on Utah. So Utah-ky, as I call them. Utah hockey will be in. Jackets are red hot right now. They obviously made a trade. If you missed it, Connor Garland is joining the Jackets from Vancouver. They sent a third-round pick this year, second-round pick in 2028, I believe, in return. But he should be a middle six winger. We talked with Jeff Swoboda about that earlier today on the show. Trade deadline in the NHL, 3 p.m. Jackets look to be buyers, not sellers, as far as that goes. Doesn't mean they couldn't move a player today, but if they did, you would think it would be to take a big swing and bring someone in. Connor Garland, Darius's cousin, he is about to have a new contract kicked in, so this is not a rental, it would appear. They are Jackets bringing him in to have him be a part of things, so you've got all that going on. Crew home opener tomorrow night, Christmas. They play, of course, the Chicago Fire, so that'll be a fun matchup there. Got to watch out for the weather a little bit, but hopefully they can dodge some rain showers, and that should be a fun night there. Also, 5:30 tomorrow night, Bruce Thornton's final game as a Buckeye in the Shot. Hopefully Big Ten tournament and then NCAA tournament after that, but that'll be his last home game. It is senior night. It is Bruce Thornton bobblehead night. And, oh, by the way, he might make some history and give you 12 points to get the all-time scoring record at Ohio State. So take your pick. There's plenty to do to this weekend in Columbus. Make sure you get out there and go see or do something.
If I can
some of these teams.
If I can beat players from Indiana and Bison, they should be able to beat them in the game.
Oh, yeah, you did that with, I forgot. That was with
Tucker DeVries and Tayton. What was his last name?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Tayton riding the bench. Not going to get in.
Is he a bench player?
I don't know. Probably not. Just kidding.
He is Tayton Connerway.
There you go.
His last game he played 8 minutes.
And, of course, we will have that Buckeye.
Gabe Cupps minutes.
Oh, there you go.
He scores more than Gabe Cupps.
Well,
that was less.
Buckeye basketball. All the action will be right here on the Fan. Coverage will start. What are we doing? Coverage will start at what?
4:30?
5:34?
4:30? I've been saying 4:30. Is that
4:30. Let's go with 4:30. Coverage starts at 4:30. I should know that. I'm sorry, I don't. By the way, the garage floor, if you have one that has stains, cracks, or bad epoxy, it makes the entire garage look bad. You can call our friends at Comer and Cross Concrete Floor Coatings, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. They can install a gleaming new Comer and Cross garage floor in just a day. Guaranteed your garage floor will never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint. That will not happen with Comer and Cross. It's guaranteed. So if it does happen, I think you get to fight them in the street. Comer and Cross, no, they won't fight you in the street. What they will do is they will take everything out of your garage and then seal it up with their product that will help fix everything that's wrong with your garage, at least when it comes to the floor. They'll get the cracks fixed. It'll look beautiful. And then when you pull in, you'll feel a lot better knowing that you got that Comer and Cross floor. They never have subcontractors, always sending the pros to your house at Comer and Cross. So get your new garage floor scheduled now. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR to find out more from them. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, or go to comercross.com. That's COMER cross.com.
The chat wanted me to let you know that outside of all of the things that you've mentioned this weekend about what's going on, they wanted to remind you that UCLA is in town to play. Number one, UCLA is in town to play OSU in baseball today.
Oh, yeah.
At 4 p.m.
There we go. That's, OSU baseball is going on.
Correct.
Yeah. Started their well, they've already started, but this is like they're now at home and they've been playing.
UCLA is 10-2, the number one team in the country. OSU is 5-6.
Guess what?
You could have left that out.
No. This is where we get right.
I like to give all the information.
Where Ohio State goes and smokes UCLA. You know what? What is it? A 3-game stand? Sweeping all of them. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. Maybe a weather delay too. Help us one of those out. A weather delay. All right. So speaking of baseball, I saw this from Major League Baseball. If you don't know, they are in a bit of a labor conundrum because the owners want to install a salary cap. And the players, Bryce Harper notably, has, among other things, cussed out Rob Manfred and told him, get the F out of my clubhouse when this was brought up to Bryce Harper. So, the players want nothing of a salary cap. Go figure. The owners, of course.
Wait to see how this. We ever figured out if the dude was sleeping with his brother's sister or his wife's wife's sister?
Oh, you're talking about the guy that got fired, the commissioner that got fired.
His brother's wife or his wife's sister?
Huh? Oh, this is hang on. All right. Players Association's director, right? Was that?
What was his name?
Who was it? Why are we blanking on this?
Name?
It's always good we bring up stuff we can't remember.
Greg something.
It was Greg something.
Okay. I don't know why I'm blanking on this.
Greg Schiano.
Sure. That's right. Let him live. That's great. In either case, we'll get to the bottom of that. But it's the guy I think who replaced him. MLB Players Association Executive Director,
Clark. Tony Clark and Greg Clark.
Okay, Greg is the brother. Well, okay. To give that story for people that didn't hear it.
Greg Clark is the guy who was the
victim? Well, Tony Clark apparently cheated with his sister-in-law, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we had the question of, is it Tony Clark's, wife's sister, or is it his brother's wife?
Yes.
And we think it was his brother's wife that he cheated with. So that...
Dog.
Absolutely. So Executive Director Bruce Meyer, now I guess in charge of the Major League Baseball Players Association, he was saying how these owners, they think it's all good. If you get a salary cap, it's going to make things more competitive. Give them a chance to win. That's great. He said after meeting with the players this morning on a salary cap, he said, salary caps certainly don't guarantee competitive balance. You're much better off being a Cleveland Guardians fan over the last any number of years than being a Cleveland Browns fan.
Shots fired.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, one of those leagues has a salary cap, one does not. And clearly the Guardians have been way more competitive than the Browns over the years. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all. That's what makes it so funny to me is that basically, essentially, he's saying, like, you can spend money. You can have a guy that spends money, but if they don't put it in the right places, it doesn't matter. And if you think about the Browns, they've wasted it. We know at least $230 million.
Well, we do know that. By the way, speaking, because like I understand the owners want this so they can be more competitive and win. They think they want it because they want to pay less money. That's what it is, right? They want to keep more money for themselves and have less reason to give the players contracts. And I don't like that. But I also I don't like the players a lot of times either in Major League Baseball because they are prima donnas. They're the most prima donna sport in all of sports, in my opinion. But it made me think of, have you heard some of the talk about the SEC? Josh Heupel, I believe, is one of these coaches that's now coming out saying, I actually kind of want a 2014 playoff. And he's not the only one.
Being money hungry gonna ruin the sport.
Well, there's that, but Josh Heupel specifically and some of these coaches.
Players and school universities both want to be money hungry, and it's just going, yeah.
You know why these coaches want it? One simple phrase. They know they can't win. They know they aren't going to get their big extensions. They're all looking at Curt Cignetti right now, and they're seeing a guy who was able to get the job done with less resources than traditionally have been at most of the power schools. Now, yes, Indiana's got Mark Cuban donating, and they've got some big donors, but no one thought Indiana football had the cash, the scratch to go compete at this level.
I'm willing to say that they're not going to have a great season.
Maybe not, but they already won. They won the national championship.
Yeah, they're going to ride this one off. But
you know who's sweating that? Guys like Josh Heupel, who are going to better programs, at least when they took the job, right? Tennessee was a better program than Indiana. 90% of the programs in college football were better programs than Indiana.
I think this Indiana thing, it was great. It was a fantastic season, magical season. I don't think they're doing it again.
So you don't agree with your boy Josh Perry that Cignetti's the GOAT and he's just gonna run off some natties?
No, I think he got his one. I'm not saying he won't get another one. I don't think next year will be the year.
You're missing the point. This is all these coaches now are looking at Curt Cignetti and go, oh, hey, don't hold me to that standard. You want me to turn around a program like Tennessee in 5 years? I don't know if that's even possible. Meanwhile, Curt Cignetti is like, I did it in 2, and it was Indiana, and your move. And guys like Josh Heupel are like, I'm never going to be able to do that. So I need to have 36 teams. I want to make sure I'm in the playoffs. So then he can go to his fan base and say, see, I make the playoffs every year. What are you complaining about? Yeah, because we had to let in everybody. We had to give out participation trophies get you in the playoffs.
What's even crazier is they schedule for next year is light.
Who?
Indiana.
They do that on purpose.
It's light.
Cignetti has done that. He did it last year.
The only competition they playing is OSU, Wolverines, and USC.
Yeah, and you know what?
Light.
I don't know about the OSU game, but they'll be favored in the other two. And they very well, isn't the Indiana game for Ohio State, isn't that at Indiana this year?
Yes, it is.
Very well might be favored in that game. So, look, I'm just saying, you can knock him not playing anybody. You can knock all of that. They're the defending champs, and the college football world has realized that Curt Cignetti makes everybody else pretty much look bad. Especially if you're at a power program and you've done how do all these people who failed at Florida since Urban left, how do they all look? What is your excuse there? They love football. They'll give you all the resources and you can't get it done. Oh, because you play in the SEC. Indiana plays in the Big Ten. That argument is dumb.
I watched a podcast with Mark Ingram and Johnny Manziel, and they admitted that the SEC is not top dog anymore.
They have to.
I was like, I just start smiling.
They have to. They have to acknowledge it. Anything else is cope. Anything else is just lies you're telling yourself to make yourself feel better if you're an SEC fan. So, yeah, but anyway, now everybody wants 2014 playoff because they know they need to make the playoffs so they can get their contract extensions and get all their extra money. Just stupid. I mean, let's have the good system, not try to accommodate losers. How about that? Ready to go! All right, we will hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Friday morning to you. Still noticing the patchy fog out there, especially for our drivers on the south side of Columbus. It's really on 270 in both directions. Be careful out there. And of course, we are seeing rain slowly moving into your area as well. For our friends, though, overall, we're just noticing one disabled vehicle out there in the northeast corner, closer to Minerva Park. It's on 270 southbound, just passing 161. That left shoulder is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Winning isn't everything, but at Tim Hortons, every day's a chance to win when you play Roll Up to Win. Maybe it's a free coffee or donut, or a year's supply of fuel from Shell. That goes a long way. Maybe it's a Kobo e-reader, or up to $1,000 in Uber Eats gift cards, or even a VIP getaway to see Cirque du Soleil. Okay, not something you win every day. Roll Up to Win, only at Tim Hortons. No purchase necessary, 18 plus, ends March 22nd, 2026. Tim Hortons app required for digital game. Use the app to reveal digital rules. Game cups while supplies last. Offer a chance to win food and beverage prizes only. See official rules at rolluptowin.com.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army, our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
For more than 25 years, Brothers Roofing and Construction has been serving Central Ohio with dependable roofing, siding, and exterior repairs. We do the job right. We communicate effectively and stand behind our work. So when quality matters, call Brothers Roofing and Construction.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward here. The new weight loss meds are having results, but what happens after you stop taking them? I didn't want to rent my results. I wanted to own them to keep the weight off. I chose the medication-free solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Working your way through that home projects list? More flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Call the Waterworks, trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Take your shot to save at Great Lakes Hyundai. Shoot the hoop to get extra savings on your new car purchase. On top of big shot savings like 0% financing on 26 Hyundai Santa Fe's and Tucson's for up to 5 years. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With proof credit, some customers may not qualify. Interest accrues during no payment period. New Hyundais come equipped with owner assurance and America's Best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Offer ends 3/31.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $160 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again? Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $160 more. See store for details.
Chronic pain can make life feel impossible, but at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough that's giving people real hope. Stem wave therapy.
It has fundamentally changed the way I look at cases after 30 years in practice. So when we talk about regenerative medicine, we're talking about these types of devices.
That's Dr. Tony DeCesaro, one of the nation's authorities on stem wave therapy.
Been around for about 30 years in Europe. Now it's really taken a real foothold. People are tired of just using pills that really cover everything up and they don't really heal.
This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response.
It's about giving hope, right? That there are options.
QC Kinetics. Harness the power of stem wave and get relief now. Call for your consultation here in Columbus, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Rothman and Ice.
I can't watch horror movies, but there was something about the Saw movies.
What movies?
What did I say? Horror. Horror. Thank you.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program 1/3 of Bishop and Friends, the guy that pushes the buttons that make everybody sound and look good because he controls the camera as well.
Oh, not today, my friend.
Oh, no, yeah.
I'll be sitting in that seat.
Ryan Baker. Bo is out, so he's sitting in the 2 chair today.
Let's do
Look at you.
the daggone thing.
There we go.
I'm so proud of you, by the way.
Why?
Because you're learning that not all pizza does taste the same, and you're expanding your taste buds and your horizons. I'm very proud of you, Tyvis.
Listen.
What is that in front of you, by the way?
This cotton candy. By the way, I just got their message on Instagram. Shout out to the Cotton Sugar Company. They just sent me a message on Instagram. Yes, the cotton candy is delicious. This match day lemonade. Would you like some?
No, I would not.
Well,
and I'm not going to despair. You just made a great plug for that company.
I wanted to feast on the whole thing, but I'm trying to get some to my kids because they enjoy, my youngest enjoys lemonade just as much as I do. So I want her to experience this taste of heavenly goodness.
Will it make it home to her?
I'm going to try my best.
I watched T-Bone eat it. So. I watched T-Bone eat it with no hands yesterday. So
yeah, it was
bobbing for apples over here.
I make no promises.
Something like that.
I will try.
It was,
hands tied behind my back. Let's go.
They had them in they have in little shot glasses, or the little plastic sampler cups, and I just went, and just inhaled it. Because I'm like, it's cotton candy.
Tyvis, I think that's how you should do Pizza Madness now. You should consume pizza.
Now
just get all grease all over your face.
Pizza. First of all,
I would actually pay good money to watch that.
I never ever said that pizza tastes the same. I never once
What did you
said
say?
that. I said it tastes similar. And that still holds weight. Okay. They all taste similar.
To borrow your phrase, I don't even know. Same, similar, semantics.
Unless it's pizza pan. If it's pizza pan, then that's
Tyvis,
that is garbage.
Do you enjoy chicken wings?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite chicken wing place?
Nope.
Because they all kind of taste similar, but
that's my point.
But there's different. No, but that's Tyvis. You go to Roosters. Tyvis, you go to Roosters or you go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Are they the same?
They similar.
No, they're not.
Roosters gives you a pterodactyl wing, and then you go to Buffalo Wild Wings. You're like, all right, when is the food coming? Here's a little tiny
You're talking
niblet.
about what it looks like. I'm talking about the taste.
Yeah, but
I'm also talking about the taste.
Taste is different. They're seasoned differently. There's dry rubs versus sauced wings. You telling me they taste the same?
No. Like honey barbecue from BW3s and honey barbecue from Roosters. It's not that far
That's
off.
Because honey barbecue wings are made for
but
children.
It's not that far.
It's not for grown-ups to eat. Honey barbecue wings, or if you don't like actual spice or flavor, that's where you go.
Put some lemonade cotton candy on them.
You getting what's the hot wings at Roosters?
Oh, the
Atomics or no?
Yeah, Atomic is that's Quaker steak.
Yeah.
And the Reapers is BW3.
The Nuclear is Roosters.
Okay, you had that?
No, I have not.
What are you scared?
I'm not scared. I just think there's
You're eating barbecue wings over here. Don't shame anybody for eating spice.
I'm not scared. It's just I prefer the taste. Like I've tasted the sauce, right? Mm-hmm. And I think the hot sauce has a better taste to me. Like the Atomic at Quaker Steak, we had them bring that out and dipped our finger in it and tasted it, and it had like a metallic taste to me, and it's not something that I would enjoy. So
do you need a glass of milk?
I don't know, because I didn't eat the whole thing because I didn't enjoy the taste. Like, we didn't climb to the top of the food chain to eat things we don't like.
That's exactly right. I'm with you, Baker. Yes.
I went with Jason Priestis. We went to BW3s. And
shout out 11 Warriors.
Yeah, shout out to 11
dropping
Warriors.
with Tyvis Powell. God,
and we did, we were doing a podcast together. This has been back when me and Jason was doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And we tried a Reaper while we was doing the podcast.
Yeah. How'd it go?
It was not great. It was not great.
Were you feeling it for a while?
It was one of those ones like as soon as I bit the wing, like a tear rolled down my face.
Oh yeah.
It was just like it don't have flavor. It's just hot. It's just spicy.
I ate the Atomic wings at Quaker Steak and literally had to spend the next half hour after I had 2 of them. Because we were doing it for like a radio thing.
I think we had 2 or 3 apiece.
And then I had to they brought in like one of those half gallon of milk, and I think I drank the whole thing and still couldn't get that spice off my mouth.
I was on a Buckeye cruise for cancer with Nicole, and she was doing the hot wings from Roosters, because Roosters sponsor, Buckeye Cruise. So we did that one. I got to the second hottest one. I can't remember what it is. It's not the hottest. They're not the nuclear. It's the one below
Donkey?
that. Yeah. Tapped out. That was it. I was like, I'm not even about to do
Cox
that.
from Roosters, by the way, one of my favorite humans.
Yeah, she is wonderful.
Awesome person.
What is coming up on the show today?
Well, if it was up to me, we would talk 3 hours of NHL trade deadline and the Columbus Blue Jackets, but we will get heavy into the Jackets right off the rip. We'll also talk to Aaron Portzline at 9:30 and see if maybe this is it for the CBJ, or could we possibly see another move? By the way, Bone.
Yeah.
Last night, could that have been a top 3 night in Blue Jackets history?
I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be in it, right? I mean, you had one.
Yeah, if they didn't call goalie interference, it could have
never a doubt.
It was for me.
Never a doubt.
My whole mood changed when I seen them.
But you win.
Goal.
Every team you needed to lose lost.
Yep.
And you pick up a middle six winger for not a lot.
I would say
hell of a night for the CBJ.
say for non-playoff games, I would say it's a top. Yeah, it has to be
heck of a night.
It's up. It's. I don't know if it's quite the Al Montoya game with the what was that? Was that his name? That was the Montreal Canadiens goalie where they put 10 spot on him. Yeah. That one was pretty great.
That was one night, and I believe that was that part of their 16-game winning streak that season.
It might have been.
I believe it was. I believe it was right in the middle there. But I mean, this is right up there with the sweep of Tampa. Rick Nash scoring in Chicago to put him in the playoffs the first time. And it's right there.
You put it up there
it's
that high.
Up there.
It was a big night
last night. It's a heck of a night.
Though you'll hear them all break it down. Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on The Fan.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the chill? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on Train furnaces, including 0% APR for 60 months.
Shout out to the New Jersey Girl Scouts troop that decided, live in a capitalist society. We got to make our money however we can. The New Jersey Girl Scout troop, apparently in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, set up shop outside of a local business. You see that? Go to a grocery store, you come out, Girl Scouts are selling cookies. Fine idea, right?
Are you going where I think you're going?
This enterprising troop teamed up with the Day Life Dispensary in Mount Laurel. The dispensary where you might be able to buy such fine cannabis products as may cause you to get the munchies.
Yes.
That is genius.
So they thought there's going to be a lot of people here going to have the munchies or may have the munchies at some point in the future. Why not supply them with something as they head home to enjoy whatever they bought at the dispensary? So they did. Now we got people mad at the Girl Scout troop. But all I would say is,
that's some smart marketing.
Trying to make money. You know what? If you don't like that, go donate to the Girl Scouts, and then you can talk. If you don't donate to the Girl Scouts, you don't buy these cookies, well, that's why they got to go do this. They got to go find a place. They got to find the customer base.
I'm not mad at it one bit.
No, I'm not mad.
It's a genius move.
It really is. It's playing four-dimensional chess. All right, that's it. We're out for the rest of what? Dylan? Just hit the button. I don't know. Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Friday. We'll see you Monday. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Let's look at our flooded roads in our area. The first one's going to be in Delaware County, just outside of Powell. It's happening on 315 southbound at Retreat Lane, right before that Powell Road area. So expect some lane closures out there. Also, we have all lanes closed in Pickaway County. One just south of Commercial Point, flooding on State Route 104 in both directions, just past Walker Road. We also have one north of Asheville, State Route 752 in both directions at North Business Place by that train underpass. Lastly, we have flooding in London, just south of it, State Route 38, northbound and southbound at Linson Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.